Welcome back to the SRCG for this afternoon fixture between the Dragons and Gorillas.
Good to be back again, Todd.
Good to be back.
The first game, it was a close game, but probably both teams would say they left a few runs out there.
Most definitely. I'm not sure who won the toss here. We might have to check that on the scorecard when it comes through. But Gorillas having a bowl first. Looks like Kento opened the bowling for the Gorillas.
Kento's another Chiba Shark. Quite a few of the Sharks representing here today. Our condolences goes out to Kento and his family. He recently lost his father, which was very unfortunate.
So, first ball of the innings. A bit of swing, a bit wide.
You know what, mate? I reckon the first 2 overs of the other game went wide off the first ball.
Definitely swinging early with the new ball, isn't it?
Yeah.
Gorillas winning their first game. Dragons really looking to get their first in the tournament. Oh, bit of swing, going back to it, got him! Caught and bowled.
How about that?
And it's a no-bow. Monty Hines straight back to the bowler. Nice catch.
Yeah, Monty's
Gorillas 1 for 1.
Has another long walk back to the pavilion.
Just a little flick back to the bowler there. Disappointed with that shot. Didn't really get into it at all. So nice start for the Gorillas.
It is a good start for the Gorillas. 1 for 1 off 1.
So at the non-strikers end, we have.
So the Dragons won the toss and elected to bat.
Dragons also have a bat. Interesting.
Yeah, they bowled in the first game, but obviously they've had a look at the wicket.
At the non-strikers end, we have Arakawa, and coming to bat is like to get the player number 3. Well bowled or to the bow. Right on the money here.
That's a good start.
Spell.
Bowling with a regulation fielder at the start of the T20 with his fine leg up inside the circle. Pretty square actually. Oh, he's moving back to a 45 position now. And a deep square leg and a deep mid on everyone else inside the circle.
The batsman is Kosei Doggett.
Doggett, who got run out in the first game with a great bit of fielding from Niha Palmer, the captain of the Turtles team.
What do you think of past score is here, Nick?
Oh, I think you'd be looking at one over 120 would be necessary. I think.
Yeah, I think around 130 is probably a good score.
Yeah.
Bowled, nice and straight.
But although it did look hard to score off, if the bowlers can bowl at the stumps, it's probably not a wicket that you're going to be able to just take balls off middle stump.
I just thought that there wasn't enough urgency with some batting. They got caught in the crease a lot. I mean, people using their feet.
Yeah, we talked about that when Tony was in commentary, and there weren't a lot of lap shots or sweep, reverses at all. And I mean, you don't have to play them, but in the modern game, you expect to see those shots now when batsmen get tied down, especially.
Most definitely. They're just hanging the bat out there. It's got to be careful not to get an edge.
Yeah, they haven't got a slip in, but it mightn't be the worst idea to get a slip in, to be honest.
Got a long backward square and a long leg. Oh, there's the neck.
Yep, there you go.
Would have went straight to second slip, I think, that one. And then raced away the boundary for 4. End of the first over. Dragons 5 for 1.
Yeah, when the ball swings, I mean, even if it's only for 1 or 2 overs, if you put the slip in. There's another player getting his shoe tied up by the umpire this time. I really think kids need to learn how to tie their shoes a bit better, Todd.
Nick's not happy with this shoelace situation in these games so far. Not happy with people assisting other people. I don't know, it's a bit strange, but that's what he's all about.
I don't mind people helping people, but I think you should be able to tie your own shoes if you're playing cricket at this level. Or use Velcro.
Not a bad idea, actually. I think a lot of the boots now do have the Velcro strap over them, the spikes.
They do. Okay.
So
We've got the opening bowler is Maxi Yonekawa Lin coming in with his left arm medium quick.
Medium quick.
Yeah, we'll give him a bit extra pace.
Nice.
He's on my team, mate. He told me I need to pump up his tyres.
Fair enough.
Only positivities, no negative. But young Max he had a good game over in Singapore, got a wicket and bowled quite. He said he bowled well. He was happy with how he bowled, and he got a wicket this morning.
Oh, good.
But we'll see how he goes here.
Left arm over.
To dog it, yes.
Deep backward square and a very fine third, man.
Oh,
He's giving him!
And the batsman doesn't look overly joyed, but that might be just because he's out. Sorry, that wasn't Doggett, that was Arakawa.
LBW, we have a look on the replay. Yes, nice in swinger.
Pretty full, wasn't it?
Pitching on leg and I think going straight on, hit leg stump. The Gorillas get their wickets.
That's two for not many.
Bad start for the Dragons. They're 5 for 2. Saying that if you can get the ball nice and full, it will swing early. So give yourself a chance.
Is that did Arakawa score? Did he trouble the scorers? Because he didn't in the first game, and that's not the type of pair that you want. I mean, a good pair of shoes is fine to have, but a pair of ducks is not what you want. Yeah.
First ball. So we'll hit back in the next game tomorrow.
We're
back here tomorrow for 2 games. 10:30 start for the morning game, and then afternoon game at 2:30.
So we got
the big final at 2:30.
Dylan Fujioka Fletcher comes out to the crease. He missed the first game this morning. I'm not sure if he wasn't here on time because of the traffic delay.
I think he just wasn't picked.
Oh.
Nice and full.
He's had a
good
go
shot.
at that, and that
Slashing.
will run all the way down to third man boundary.
Give him a bit
There's
of
a
width.
bit of intent that was missing this morning.
Most definitely. Threw his hands through it.
Yeah.
Nice shot. So have a look here on the replay. See the ball running over the. See the ball running over the boundary line. Nice shot. Looks a big, powerful lad, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's got a good size about him. He certainly had a go at that.
Got him!
And the bails are off.
Oh, he's tried to flick it over leg. It's hit the pad and rolled onto the stumps. Pretty unlucky if you ask me.
It might have come off his glove.
Right,
Yeah, it's come off his arm and gone down on the stumps, I think.
Gotta go.
Yeah, Max didn't quite know what was going on there, but that's a disaster here for the Dragons. 3 for.
Horror start for the Dragons. Max Yonakawa then picks up his second wicket. The Dragons in a bit of trouble early, 9 for 3. Gorillas going well here. Of course, they knocked over the Vipers in the first game, skittling them for not many runs, and they've had a good start with the ball here.
Yeah, very good start. So that's the three batters back in the sheds already. 2. Is that 2 or 3? 3.
3. 9 for 3.
3 for 9.
9 for 3.
Right, we've had a bit of a delay here. Another shoelace problem with the bowler, but he is doing his own shoelaces up, so that's good to see.
Nick's very happy that he's doing his own up. No one's attending to help.
And the new batsman is Ritvik Sivakumar, who got nailed first ball, or was out facing a ball in the first innings, run out.
Oh, Diamond Duck, wasn't it?
Yeah, so he'd be very keen to get some runs.
No worse way to go out in cricket than not facing a ball.
No, it's not good, is it? That's when doing your shoelaces up is irrelevant.
Don't need to worry about him if you're out there.
No.
Don't face the ball. Slow ball,
Yeah.
wide.
And the leg side.
Of course, we'd like to welcome everyone from all around the world watching the stream today. Here in Sano, in Tochigi, in Japan.
Yeah,
Situated about an hour and a half north of Tokyo, the foothills of Mount Karasawa.
beautiful day here, about 30 degrees, but there's a nice breeze coming in now.
Nice
Hot in the
breeze
sun.
Nice breeze in the commentary box. It was hot downstairs in the lunch break.
Yeah, well, that's a good ball. Very well bowled. I'd like to give a shout out to David Lolback down there in Chiba if he's still listening. Sent a message before. Hope you're having a good day, Dave. Dave's a Chiba Shark veteran of 20 odd years.
Bangs it in, well bowled.
It's well bowled.
The end of the third over. Score is at Dragons 9 for 3. 10 for 3, sorry.
10 for 3.
10 for 3 of 3.
That's a
Gonna
great start here by the Gorillas.
Have to get going here soon. The Dragons. Hard when you're losing wickets, though.
Yeah, it is hard. And your three of your best batsmen are back in the shed. Here comes.
Kento Ortodoba will continue.
There's a wicket
shout
on
out.
the other ground.
Big shout. Give it in.
You probably could have heard that appeal through the mic. Well, that's a good ball. That swung as well. It's really hooping, isn't it?
Yeah, if you want to pitch it up, you really getting some reward here.
Yeah.
The Vipers have lost their first wicket on ground 2. So back here on ground 1. Got a long on and a deep backward square outside the circle. That was a nice shot. Well fielded, no run.
It was hit hard to Gully, who's in quite close there. Almost a catching position. Or just backward a point more than Gully.
Oh,
There's another.
jeez.
Oh, there's an
Misfield.
unorthodox attempt
Gonna
to
run
field the
away
ball.
for 4.
Yeah, I still reckon I might put a slip in if I was the captain.
Ahmed, it's short third man.
Or even if not, just bring him up to a
It's
catching position.
Run away for 4. Dragons much needed boundary.
Would you put a slip in?
I would have had one from the start, yeah.
Yeah. Well, we saw what it did this morning, right?
Always. Good.
Yeah.
Especially when you got them 3 for 10, 3 for 14. I think
Yeah.
it's probably required. Oh,
There's another beautiful outswinger. Oh, he's going to call that wide.
wide.
Wow. I thought that was just the swing, but umpire Chris Bain has extended the arms.
KD not happy with that one.
Maybe he just needed to get the blood circulating, keep him moving.
And the Dragons hit another boundary this over, making a big one. Oh,
Oh, that's going to be wide
That's
again.
getting
Yeah,
another
that
one.
that
Oh.
definitely looked wider than the first one. But anyway, the umpire makes the call, not me. Bit of a hush over the ground here.
wide out there, isn't it? Big crowd here today. Well, nice and straight.
You'd expect the Gorillas to be beating their chests and up and about, but they're very reserved. It's considering they've got them 3 for 10.
We have the turtles out of their shells, and now we've got the gorillas. What was it? Gorillas beating themselves up.
No, beating their chests.
Beating their chests. What about the dragons? What are they going to do?
Oh, they'll be breathing fire, mate.
Ah, there we go.
But we haven't seen it. They've spluttered and coughed, but there's been no fire yet.
I'll tell you what, who isn't vipering at the moment? That's the Vipers.
What's the score on the other ground? I'll have a look. I'll just pull it up.
Oh, nice and full. The Yorker there. Dot.
The Vipers are 1 for 22 or 3.3 overs.
Nice start for them on ground 2.
Yeah. Bit better than their first game, wasn't it? They were about 3 for 15 by now.
3 for not many. End of the third over, the Dragons 16 for 3.
I think a few of these young boys might be a little bit tired.
What about over there for the Dragons? Some runs. What's going on with the bowling? Bowling change? No, we're not. Max Yonakawa Lynn again. We'll bowl his second over.
Rhythmic. Standard field still, although cover has gone out to the fence. And there's a we'll just have a look.
Nice shot for one.
A deep mid-on and a deep cover, and that's gone straight to deep cover where the field was placed, so you'd have to say that's good captaincy.
Sivakuma off the mark for one. Say Doggets is 8. Oh, Vipers lost the wicket on the round 2. Well, nice variation there.
Maxi threw in a bit of a slower ball there. It was good. Captain's in discussion here.
Cover come in and interesting deep backward point going out.
Might suggest he's going to bowl a bit shorter.
Oh.
Or there.
Maybe he might be strong through the offside.
Yeah. It's interesting to bowl if you've got your deep point out and then you've got mid-on out as well.
So I think if you're going to bowl that line outside off, you've got to sleep.
Well, yeah, you could possibly bring your mid-on in and bring someone over to the slips or strengthen that area. He's throwing the slow ball in again. Mid-off gets across and keeps it to 1. Doggett looks to be trying to get after the bowlers, but he can't find his timing at the moment.
Vipers lose another wicket.
Well, that happened quick.
Back down ground 1. Yeah, the Gorillas bowling well here. Good start to the game.
Yeah, that's another good ball. The line, I mean, even in the first game we watched this morning, the line was pretty good from both teams.
Yeah, I thought they bowled well. Both teams this morning's game. Definitely.
Change in the field here. The deep point has come up and mid-off has gone back to the fence. Mid-on is quite wide behind mid-wicket there. So.
balls.
As anticipated, he pitches the ball up on middle and off, and it's pushed down the ground by Rizvik for a single. And that completes the over. The Vipers are in a bit of trouble over there now after what looked to be a promising start.
End of the over here, the Dragons 19 for 3.
The Vipers are 3 for 20. Oh, 3.5.
Bowling change.
3 for 24 now.
Bowling change here. Just trying to wait and see the number on the shirt.
8 or 18.
So the Aoto Okajima.
Okajima, yeah. Okajima. Japanese left arm medium pace. Coming around the wicket to start.
You saw this in the other game, left arm around the wicket. Worked for the Dragons.
Yeah, maybe it gives the ball, as you said, he can start a little bit wider and, you know, attack the stumps. Whereas if from over the wicket, you're possibly attacking the legs more, you know.
Yeah, I feel. You don't really see left arm around the wicket a lot. I mean, Mitch Stark does it, but not really in much other cricket apart from that. So it's interesting to see the tactic of this, what the plan is. The man out on the leg side. Oh, it's definitely not a full toss.
Nice little juicy full toss that they should get to here. I think there could have been a case to get to, but it was good fielding on the fence.
So it's just interesting to see what the tactic is. Is it bowl wide of off? But then you've got the stacked offside field.
We've got a mid on the fence and a square leg on the fence. Oh, that is a great shot.
Oh wow!
Coming back
footwork. Kieran Hollow.
He might have a career as a soccer player.
Makes it to 1.
No, they got 2, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, because when they stopped the ball with his foot, they ran back for 2. Got 2.
Oh, nice and full. It's a nice shot.
Yeah, but he's used his hands this time. It goes out to mid-off and just got past short cover, which would have been interesting if he'd had got to it. Charlie Hines would have been a chance for a run-out. It's bowling very full here. Another good ball, which, you know, we talked about this in the earlier game. There weren't a lot of, like, players that look to get down the wicket. I think when a bloke's bowling at a pace that's not super quick, you can advance down the wicket a step or two, and you don't have to hit it for 6, but just to change up the length.
Yeah, I agree most definitely.
Well, he snicked that through gully, and that will race away for 4.
Another 4 off the outside edge here.
Yeah, it's a bit of a theme, isn't it? Although that was a genuine thick edge through gully.
I'll take it, the Dragons. Let's have a look here on the replay. Just
threw everything at it. Got down on one knee. It looked quite good.
a bit of a little cutter there on outswinger. Thought it was going away. It's, Dragons up to 28s.
We really need these two to settle in and, you know, consolidate. Oh, that's off. Chalk it up. He's lucky to get away with that. That wasn't his best ball, and young Rizvik just sort of clipped it off the toe of the bat. Might be spin being introduced here, by the looks of it.
The end of the 5th over, the Dragons 28 for 3. One more over the power play.
Oh no, they're not going for spin. They're going to Max will bowl another over. Yonikawa Lin will bowl his 3rd over. And that's fair enough too. He's bowling quite well.
Yeah, he's bowling well.
Caroline has 2 for 8 off 2 overs. Oh,
Oh, wow. Nice
that
shot.
cramped up the batsman there, but he ended up playing a nice shot through gully. Good return.
And one.
Yep. Yeah, he sort of went to have a good go at it, but it cramped him up. Must have come back a little bit. Max Yonakawa-Lin comes into bowl. Nice smooth action.
Oh, well
And good fielding at gully from Masato Morita,
Oh, Masato.
young leg spinner.
Can you see him have a bowl here?
Yeah, I think there's quite a few spinners in the lineup here that will get a roll. Of course, Charlie Hines is the #1 choice spinner. Bowls for Japan as well. Oh, that is out. Clean bowled stumps everywhere.
Behold
He
him!
might have, yeah. Look to be trying to hit that down the ground. Have a look at the replay here. It's come off his pad. That's a 3rd wicket for young Max Yonakawa-Lin. Worth the trip from Australia via Singapore.
Yes.
It's a good day out.
Well bowled there. Probably a bit of a false shot, but it's got his 3rd wicket.
Yeah.
Gorillas in a bit of trouble here at 29 for 4. Max Yonakawa-Lin with 3 for 9 from his 2.3. Leading the way
Yeah.
for the Gorillas.
Yeah, the Dragons need, I'm not sure what they need. They need runs, of course, but they look a little bit tentative with their batting. Who's coming to the crease now? Wait and see his number as he walks out. Oh, the captain strides to the crease. Kazuma Kato Stafford, who got 37 in the first game.
Opening the batting.
Yeah, he definitely needs to get some runs here.
Score up down ground 2. Vipers. Bit of a fight back here. 37 for 3. Just came out of 12 and Timmy Moore's on 5. Down ground 1. Dragons. 29 for 4.
Oh, that was very close to a catch.
Upish there.
Yeah.
He's fighting on his legs. No
That's
run.
another good ball. Well, he's got the 2 fielders in the deep on the leg side. So he's got some protection there if he does bowl on the legs.
Well set field here.
Yeah, they've got the cover in close too. Charlie Hines is in there. And mid-wicket is close.
Well bowled. No run.
No, that's a great over from young Yonakawa-Lin. Score is now 29 for 4. Max Lin, 3 overs, 3 for 9. Very good start to his game here. Nakajima is continuing here from the commentary end.
The abandoned school end is what we used to call it. But now we call it the school end, I think.
The school end.
Or the tea room end. I don't know, maybe we can rename it.
Yeah. Oh, that's a juicy full toss that's just been flicked for one. He's lucky to get away with that on leg stump. The field is spread now after the power play. We've got a sort of whitish third man, a deep point outside on the offside. We have a deep square leg and a deep mid on. And the rest of the fielders are in the circle with a short mid wicket all on his own on the leg side. On the fine leg as well, is on the fence. Mid off is fairly straight, and a shortish, whitish cover and a backward point. Nice throw there from the deep.
Damon's eye, anyone wants to know the AFL score?
Look out. Simon Goodwin can breathe a sigh of relief.
Back here at the Crickets.
Oh, that's a good shot.
Nice little push there.
It just waited for the ball to come and snuck it down to third, deep backward point. We haven't seen a lot of boundaries today, have we?
No, we haven't. Been a lot of twos and ones.
Like even there, there's a full toss and the batsmen are quite content to push it for one.
Yeah, they are, aren't they?
I think there was a couple of sixes in the first game, maybe, if I recall.
Maybe one?
One, yeah, definitely one. Kept a little bit low outside off stump. It's very, very quiet out here in the middle.
Isn't it?
Oh, there were.
Taking the time, some of these bowlers. Just gonna get on with it. Bangs it in.
Oh, we've missed an opportunity there. Down to mid on for one. Fielded by the skipper. Sorry, the vice captain, I should say. Kento Otadobel.
So end of the 7th over, the Dragons 34 for 4. They'll get 16 of 21, going quite well. Stafford just coming to the crease 2 of 5. So the bowling change. Masato Morita coming into bowl. The mountain end. Well, he's a leg spin, I believe.
Yes, he's a leg spin bowler.
phone issues up here. Boy. Oh, big 6 on ground 2. The Vipers are pushing along after losing some early wickets.
That's 2 in a row. There's some issues with the field here. Now the bowler's not ready to bowl. And we're almost ready. The keeper's moving someone into position and we're set to go.
Oh, first ball, it's pushed to be wide, I think. So it took a bit of pad.
Umpires, oh yeah,
Wide.
now the arms are out.
Oh, there's up 36. Field changes. You slow it is, lift it up, lift the over a little bit.
Yeah, they're taking a long time to set fields and move between overs.
Well above.
Bit of a gust of wind there. I've lost my notes.
Dragons, how can they get going here?
Well, that's a good
above.
ball. Puff of dust comes up from the wicket as the batsman smacks his bat into it.
Oh, full toss. Take cover for one.
Another full toss that's been thrown up and sort of ignored by the batsman, isn't it? I mean, that really should be going out over mid-wicket.
I think it's a wrong one. I think it just span off his bat a little bit. But you're right. Probably have to do it a little bit better.
Like, when in a low-scoring game, if you're given a scoring chance like a full toss, you have to try and hit it to the fence.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, that's short.
Quick on and knock it out for one. Score moves to 38.
Yeah, I mean, it is hard when you're 4 for not many, but if you're given a gift like that, it sort of has to go to the fence. Well, that looks like a good ball. That's really well played. There's a chance for 2 here. Oh no, they've stopped at 1. Good cover in the outfield. That was a good bit of fielding by backward point. Young Mickey Wall, I think the younger brother of Kai, who plays with the Japan under-19 team.
Just one. Score moves to 40. And then the 8th over, the Dragons are 40 for 4.
Looks like another bowling change here, is it?
Yes, bowling change. It's Mickey Wall coming into bowl.
Right arm medium pace. His brother Kai, who is playing with the Vipers on the other ground at the moment. His older brother Kai.
Are they from Cairns?
Yes. Far North Queensland.
Yes, I think young Mickey was on my flight. I saw a young fellow with a cricket bag and a Japan top on.
Oh, right.
But I saw him when I went through the check-in through the gate. I didn't see him again. I was going to go say hello, but introduce myself. But good to see he's here. If he can get himself a wicket.
Yeah. Keepers come up to the stumps. So third man's gone back.
Oh, good start. Well
He's
done.
on the spot. Fine leg is very, very square. So anything down leg side, if he gets a tickle on it, there's a chance for a boundary.
You don't want to very, very square. You don't want to push one down leg. Like that. Oh,
It's a wide, but the keeper's done well to get in behind that. I think the Dragons, could possibly target someone like a Mickey Wall, who's reasonably gentle medium pace.
there's definitely an opportunity to hit him over mid wicket. Thought about it. It's one. Doggett moves to 9 out of 24. He's kind of got to play this role, Doggett, doesn't he? He's kind of the anchor now.
Yeah, one of them has to stay here.
Doggett's going to have to hang around. Stafford can really hit a ball. Doggett doing a good job.
I think if the Dragons can just, avoid dot balls and push that score up to get to another 120 like they did last time, around that 110, 120.
Yeah, definitely need to be looking at lifting the run rate now.
Yeah.
Is it changing the field?
Yeah,
This is ridiculous. Come on. Taking a bit too long here for me, Nick.
yeah.
Shot.
Although it worked, he hit it straight to the fielder. Yeah, I think it has been a little bit long.
Left hand, right hand, though, so you've got to give him a little bit of a...
Yeah, true.
Maybe I'm being a bit too harsh there. Nice bowling here. And now Mickey.
Yeah, it's a good start. Oh, he's getting the ball to move a little bit. Coming back into the left-hander. Another sheer from over the other ground over there.
Stafford gets one. He moves to 5. Score up to 43.
The field spreads on the leg side here.
Gee, the Vipers got going on the ground too. It's back in ground 1. Down leg side. Stop there. Let's get 1.
Young Doggett has to get something on that. I know you get the run for the wide, but he just puts a bit of battle pad on that and it's 4 runs.
Vipers 89 for 3 to the 11th over. Akash 42 off 24. Timothy Moore 25 of 16. Bit going on over there.
Yeah. I think that's sort of what you expect in T20 cricket, isn't it?
Yes.
The first two innings that we watched this morning, neither team really had a lot of intent, and that gets you bogged down and then puts a lot of pressure on your middle to lower order.
Yeah, that's correct. It's, especially if you lose wickets early, so it doesn't help the situation. Not bowled. Nice over from Wall. Good start. 9 for 6 at the end of the 9th over. Dragons 46 for 4.
Yeah, that is a good start. I mean, he's gentle medium pace, but he bowled right on the spot. And as we've seen today, it's not a wicket where you can hit across the line from the stumps. If you bowl stump to stump, you're limiting your scoring range, which is straight back down the ground. Young Morita looks like he's in for another over.
No? Back on.
Yep. He's taken off. Needs a bowling mark.
So run rate, current run rate at 5. They don't really look at getting that going.
Yeah, they do now. They do.
Maybe probably 120 is probably the target I'd say for them.
And Charlie Hines is yet to bowl, who's you'd say the premier bowler.
Yeah, definitely.
So you're not going to target him. We'd be brave to target him as the man you go after. So this might be an over where the left-hander facing the leg spinner There's a lot of space out there between mid-on and mid-wicket.
Yeah, I think even if it's just a little chip there, isn't it? So
And there's even behind square.
got deep backward square, deep mid wicket, and then a long on. But there's definitely run out chance. We're going to make it back.
Sort of got a call there, boys. I think there was not really a yes or a no. There was a couple of nods of the head and a shake.
We've seen a couple of those today.
Yeah, there's a few. Maybe that's something we can talk to some of the coaches about. What are their views on calling between wickets?
It's one in the leg side. Dragons at the 48. To get going a bit here.
Yeah, he looked to go forward down the track a bit then, but there wasn't really a shot that followed it. It's a flat sort of delivery on middle stump that's pulled away for one. You might want a bit more than one at some stage.
Score up to 47 for 4. What can they do? I think they've got to try and take him over that short mid-wicket area, which is about there, but
unfortunately that ball didn't get up.
Probably wasn't the shot. They threw it forward. Well, look at using their feet a bit here to get to the pitch of the ball to really try and hit through the line.
Yeah, they've got to break up the bowler's line somehow because they're allowing him to bowl stump to stump, and like we've said, it's a difficult track when it's stump to stump. Oh, look out! There's a run out here. No, he's got back. He sort of just hit that and ran then, and I'm not sure. Mickey Wall's not the tallest player, but I'm sure he could have seen him if he had a look.
Full toss leg stump.
Yeah.
Dot ball.
Yeah.
Interesting. Could have given a little flick before. Duggett's on 20, Stafford on 8. So a bit of a commentary change. Men's national team coach Dougal Bedingfield jumping in with some special comments and analysis of this game here between the Dragons and the Gorillas. Welcome, Dougal.
Good afternoon, Todd. Good afternoon, all. What a beautiful day at the SICG.
That's beautiful. A bit short. He's got it over. Yeah, it's going to be 4. There you go. Dougal jumps in the seat and we see a boundary. Dragons up to 53. How do you see this game going at the moment, Dukes?
It's pretty well balanced. A very patient innings so far by young Kaisei Doggett. Looks like a likely type. Technically proficient. Been rising through the ranks at the Randwick Petersham Club in Sydney. Looks like a very good prospect, and I think at the halfway point, this game's pretty evenly poised.
Yeah, been a little bit of a fight back since they've lost a wicket, 4 for 29. They've put on a bit of a partnership, and Doggett's playing a bit of that anchor role, which they need in this innings. Try and get a score around probably 120, I'd say. Be not a bad score.
120 seems like it's defendable in this tournament. A lot of the batters just struggling to come to terms with the pace of the wicket, I suppose. Some coming from synthetic cricket, some coming from playing in overseas in Australia.
Yeah, historically here the turf wicket probably it's usually around 120, 130. Decent, not a bad score. So a little bit slower here. This pitch.
I think there's more runs in it than that.
I think there is too.
But yeah, with some accurate bowling and just a little bit of general inexperience around the batting, it's 120 has been probably a defendable score at times.
Yeah, I think a bit of intent. After the intent a little bit more, might be able to see a few more runs. But bowling has been quite good today, actually. Very straight. Mickey Wall continues bowling well.
Yeah, I think Kazuma cut off Staff probably an example. Those two balls just finding a way to get off strike there, not letting the bowler dot you up.
Big edge for 1. Yeah, he struggled with that in the first game. He Strike rate was a bit low, but did get some runs. Score moves to 54.
A good recovery though by the Dragons. I was in conversation with the coach, Kendall Cuttawaki Fleming, who was just a little bit disappointed with the way the Dragons had started during the power play, losing those early wickets. So yeah, good recovery.
Yeah, good recovery. They were in all sorts early. It's 3 wickets for 10 runs and even then 29 for 4. Bit of a partnership here. Put on 25. So the Vipers are going alright over the other ground. Lost a couple wickets, but got some runs happening.
Yeah, it's been the resurrection of the Vipers on the second ground after a nightmare start this morning.
All that for 40 odd, I think it was 43. They're up to just quick score check.
Well, Akash Gimari has just brought up his 50 off 36 balls in partnership with Tim Moore, 26 off 20. As soon as Tim Moore came to the crease, just the tempo of that innings really stepped up a notch.
Good to see. Stafford runs one down to third man. Score goes to 56. Seen a bit of swing with the new balls today, Dougal.
Yep, the Newbury balls will swing for about 5-ish overs, sometimes longer, depending on if it's kept in good nick.
Plays through for 1.
Probably the 2 bowlers I saw swing quite a bit were from the Turtles, Abdullah Sajid, the big burly fast bowler, bowling big in-swingers, and also I thought Max Lynn's early wicket was a beauty. Just in this match today, really straightened late.
Big Sajid is a big lad.
Big boy.
Thunders in and let him rip. Big in-swingers in the first game. Very impressive. Like what I saw from him.
Yeah, he's also found his way onto the East Kantar Sunrisers list for the Japan Premier League in 2 weeks' time.
Wow. How did that happen?
Oh, he got picked up in the draft.
Oh, in the draft. Beautiful.
In the draft.
Of course, Nick was running us through the draft earlier. He was involved in the draft, as were you, Dougal?
The draft was good fun. It was very hectic, a little bit stressful even.
Stressful.
But we got there in the end.
Muscle talk continuing. So, figures 13, none for 13 off 2.1. I think he's bowling okay.
Generally bowling well. Just the odd drag down that the batters have cashed in on. That kind of length there, he's been difficult to score off.
Score goes to 58. 5.1. I thought they might try and go over mid-wicket here, left-handers. Bit of space out there.
Certainly an option, isn't it?
Yeah, most definitely. A little flick if they can.
Ooh.
Oh, well bowled. I think the bowling's been quite good today from all teams. First game bowling was good. This game the Gorillas have bowled very straight.
That's nice bowling. Should be noted we're into the 12th over, and the current bowler of the tournament, Charlie Hinds, has not bowled a single ball yet. So there's 8 overs remaining after this.
Coming on after this over.
Does that mean he bowls 4 straight at the back end? That'd be audacious, would it not?
I'd be surprised if he didn't come on, let's put it that way. So maybe they thought they'd give others a go at the start and bowl Charlie the last 4. Interesting to see what comes up with that. 58. Full toss. So we'll come back for 2. Good running.
Yeah, not a bad result from a toe end of the bat. A little bunt down to long on, and Kaisei Doggett quick enough to get back. That's what we like to see.
That's good. Kieran Hollow there on the boundary. Moves up to 27. Ooh, nice shot, nice sweep. Oh, wow. It's going to be 4.
It is 4, and really nice shot, but I think the fielder probably needs to be around behind square exactly where that ball went for that exact shot. So just a little win there for the Dragons.
There's the boundary. It's a 64 for 4 from 12. I've got 27 of 33. He's lifting his strike rate up a little bit last few overs. Step it up to 16. I think they've really got to look at putting the foot down now. One of them can stay in as the anchor, and the other one can maybe try and push it.
Normally you'd say, well, this is where you put your foot on the accelerator. As we said, the left arm spinner with 4 overs up his sleeve.
There he is. Kieran Hollowell.
Kieran Hollow into the attack. Some adjustments to the field here with the mid-wicket coming in.
Interesting field here. Short fine leg. I'm going to push one down the leg side. Oh, slashing outside off stump. Can I get there? Yes. Oh.
Now that needs to be called 4, surely.
No.
I don't know about you, Todd, but that's 4 runs in my book.
Saw one in the first game. Same thing happened. Was it called? It was quite interesting.
Yeah, it's
far away from
just
here, so we're giving the
down near the team tents, and not much of a reaction there that we can see from here.
No, giving the benefit of the doubt, maybe. Bowl, nice shot, chips it over cover. He's going to come back for 2, well fielded. So he's up to 68.
Just offering a little bit too much width there, young Hollow, to dog it. Probably just needs to hone in on that middle and off stump a little bit more.
So I'll get up to 31. 31 from 35.
Been impressive too, I think.
It's very good. I think he's a good talent. Dog it. Oh, about.
And that single right there, it was an excellent ball there from Hollow. Just dug out by Doggett, soft hands, and managing to get through for 1. And so it's not going to make the highlights reel, but the coaches love that.
Of course. Means fighting for every run. Once it's tick the score over well too. Run rate up to 5.5. Going around the wickets to Stafford. Gap it over the extra cover there. I think we should maybe target that all straight. No long off. To the swings. No wide.
What have we got? The call? Have we got a call of no ball here?
No ball. Was it too many outside the circle? Was it, or was it? Yes.
Well, I can see one just coming in.
And a third man
now, perhaps.
Came inside the circle just then. Yeah.
At backward point.
Backward point. Yeah.
That's a strange place to be outside the circle, though.
I think
something's gone wrong there.
Noticed in this innings, a lot of the left, the right combination. A lot of the boys aren't concentrating enough.
Well, that's the value of having a left-right combination.
That's right.
You have to be switched on in the field, though.
Stafford goes high on the bats.
That's the third catch off a free hit I've seen today so far.
That's the first time I haven't thought it's a wicket. So it's good.
Speaking of concentration, Todd?
Yes, that's definitely. That's 71. Expect Hines to come in from the other end?
He has to, surely.
Sure. Very surprised if he doesn't. Oh, nice and straight. Oh,
He's
down leg.
lost that one, and young Skylar Cook can't quite recover that one down the leg side. That'll be 5 to the total.
5 very valuable runs there. It's becoming a bit of an over here for the Dragons. 12 off so far.
Just a big miss there, unfortunately, and with Skylar Cook up to the stumps, which is fair enough. Yeah, wasn't quite able to make to the ground.
If they can cash in here with maybe a boundary, make it a big over. 12 off so far. Down leg again. Wide.
Useful over here for the Dragons.
Big over for the Dragons. Just loses his radar a little bit here, Hollow.
They're well and truly back in the game here, the Dragons, and some of the coverage we see in international cricket has a win viz, which will tell you the percentage chance each team has to win from here. And we had, well, I certainly had the Gorillas way on top early doors, but where would you have it now, Todd?
I think the Dragons are probably on top at the moment.
They're just sneaking ahead now.
I think they're
60-40 game.
maybe a little bit more at the moment. Maybe 65-35. See their run rate's up to 6, and they'll look to improve that to probably hopefully around 7. So that's would put the score around 140. I think it's a pretty good total on this wicket.
Just looking at who the Dragons have left in the shed, Jake Kusitanan looked all right with the bat, I thought, in game 1. Eric Harrison will be looking to make an impression. Arpan Chowdhury is a willing young batter. And then probably a couple of bowlers, Aaron Regan and Manav Natarajan, who can swing the willow.
Yeah, the big bowling change is happening, Dougal. Charlie Hines is on.
So it appears he's left himself to bowl 14, 16, 18 and 20. Interesting move.
Interesting.
Not short on confidence, young Charlie.
Oh, with the glasses on, loves it. Bad running there, get one. What's the what do you think about this score prediction here, Dougal? What do you think they'll get to?
7 overs remaining. So it's quite a task taking Charlie for more than 6 and over.
Nice
I
shot.
would think. So they'll be targeting whoever's bowling at the other end.
He runs it down, it's 4.
Having said that, what a lovely bit of touch there from Kazuma Kato Stafford.
Nice shot. Have a look here on the replay. So running over the fence before. That's just a little late cut dab.
Yeah,
before.
played it very late. Used the pace.
Smart batting. He goes up to 21. That's 83. Moving on quite nicely. Hines fires it in down the leg side. It's a wide.
I think they'd be looking around 135-ish, which would be, yeah, a very, very respectable score, I think.
Yeah, that'd be a good score. Hines really firing it in there. Nice and flats. Going around the wickets now. Well played. Let's get one.
Just having a look at the second ground there, and that's the unmistakable figure of Ashley Thurgate at the crease for the Vipers.
Golden duck in game 1.
Golden duck in game 1, and I'm sure this was spoken about on commentary earlier in the day, but given out by his father.
Oh, I didn't
for a
notice that.
first ball duck, LBW, who was standing in as umpire after a couple of our umpires were stuck in a traffic jam
Yes.
on the way to the ground.
Definitely. We had Alan Kerr umpiring ground one, standing in for the first 5 or 6 overs. Well, they got subbed out when the umpires arrived. Not bad over there for the Dragons of Charlie Hines. 8 off. 286 for 4. They got 35 and Stafford 22. Ashley Thurgate with his distinctive light blue helmet. Interesting. And his long locks. Been in Australia, he's come back with luscious long locks. What do you think about that, Dougal?
Well, Ashley himself said the reason they're luscious and long at the moment is because he's afraid they won't be there in a couple of years' time, given the history of male pattern baldness running in the family. So for the time being, they are long and lustrous.
Fair enough.
So he's making the most out of them.
So the projected scores there. The current 8 0 will get to 130. 10 over get to 134. 10 over get to 146. Hollow continues on from the school end. 14 off his first over. He just lost his radar a little bit. Get his line right. Oh, big swing. Swing and a miss.
Big Dog has decided to line up young Kieran Hollow here and had a swing and a miss.
Not a bad tactic. Go after someone, he'll probably go after him. Not
6 wickets in hand now, so they probably are trying to target this end. Yeah, I think he was looking at the vacant deep mid-wicket region.
that way.
Nice bowling.
Pick up 1.
So the Vipers right on top on ground 2 after their disaster this morning. Dragons, after losing this morning, have recovered nicely here on ground 1. What if we were to go into the second day with all 4 teams on 1 win and 1 loss?
Well, that'd be exciting. That's what we'd like to see.
Definitely.
He's going around the wicket and that'll be a wide.
That's a better piece of keeping there from Skylar Cook. Moved very nicely.
Oh, little lap. Nice shot. Stop. I'll pick up 2. Almost to 90.
He's quite adept at those shots, Kazuma Stafford.
He's
little laps.
He's got a little laps and those little
laps, late cuts, dabs, reverse sweeps, ramps.
little
He's got them all.
Little trinkets. He does have them all. Quite talented with the bat and ball. He bowled well this morning. In the first game, nice and full. There he is again. Oh wow, he's hit the. That's interesting.
Let's hit the Q-tip.
Yep.
Chalk it up.
So something interesting in the first game where Keefe Yamamoto Lake went to play a reverse sweep and hit the face of the bat and went the other way to where he was trying to play the shot and went for 4. So it was quite interesting.
Sounds like very good innovation there.
Ash Thurgate's out in the ground 2 by looks. Oh, well bowled. Straight.
Yeah.
Over the end of the over. Dragons. It's a 90 off 15. 5 to go. If I can get to that 130, 140 mark.
So 8 and over would get to 130 from here. 9 and over for that 135. So that's the one I'm aiming for here, Todd?
I reckon they're a chance if they can. If Kaz can face Charlie and play his little dabs and those late cuts, you know, there's definitely opportunities to score. That's going quite well here and had good partnership.
Probably, yeah, best to have Kaz as a left-hander facing the left arm spin.
Yeah.
So very well done there by Doggett getting off strike.
Probably could come back for 2. That's a 91. Move him in the field. What's he got here, Stafford? Oh, well, nice and full.
Interesting strategy coming around the wicket. Probably takes LBW out of play.
Full toss.
Oh, that's just a...
Thanks for coming. There'll be no ball and 4. Free hit coming up.
You don't see that very often from Charlie Hines.
He's lost his radar a little bit here.
I wonder what if he was trying a variation. It's just slipped out.
Slipped out, yeah.
They're important runs though. 5 to the score plus a free hit.
What's he going to try and do here? I think he's going to try and go over mid wicket if he can. I'll just look at firing it in. Yeah.
That will be a single.
Maybe the third or the
Fourth.
Fourth.
Fourth catch I've seen today off a free hit. It's an epidemic.
It is. Another field change. Finds the one field on leg side. Well, here Doggett. 37 off 45. Nice partnership. Partnership up to 68. Just get one to mid up. We'll be very happy with this at the moment. Hines 16 off 1.5. The Dragons would be happy with that.
Just feels like the Gorillas have missed a trick here. Had the Dragons in all sorts of trouble early, thanks to young Max Lynn. They've really let them off the hook. Bowling 18 wides, a couple of no balls that have gone for boundaries, free hits. Plenty to talk about, I think. Vinay will have a few words probably after the innings. Vinay Iyer, the coach of the Gorillas.
Doesn't really make much sense when you got the team on the ropes at 4 for 29 and best bowlers not bowling.
Interesting one, yeah.
It's a nice partnership here for the Dragons. To 100, so 4 to go. 100 up.
And the partnership's up to 71 now.
Yeah, 29 for 4.
In 10 and a half overs.
29 for 4, good fight back. So, bowling change. Kento Otodobel back on into the attack.
He's bowled nicely today with a new ball. Let's see what he can do with the older ball. I imagine he'll be using his favoured change-ups, the off breaks.
Likes the variation. I'm not seeing him bang one into the wicket. Shot. One. Thought the wickets played all right today.
Yeah, well, I think the wickets have been pretty good. Probably the man to ask is yourself, Dodd, who played a large part in producing them, along with our new groundsman from Sri Lanka, Mahesh.
Mahesh done a great job. Been here for about a month, and wickets are in good nick. It's got them going well. Of course, we've got the Under-19 World Cup qualifiers here, starting next Thursday. The bowls is high off the bat. Ooh, nice shot.
And that is 6.
6. Stafford.
Just crashes one into that newly constructed temporary sight screen. A magnificent piece of engineering down there.
I have mentioned it a couple of times today on the stream. It's a bit of engineering. The sight screens yesterday. Nice shot. I thought off the bat it went high, but just kept going. That'll be a wide. Yeah, extras are totally up now, aren't they, Dougal?
They certainly are.
Really got away here, the Dragons, up to 107. Halfway through, I thought maybe 120, but really put the foot down.
Alter Bell just brings in the third man and puts the long off back. Probably a ball or two late, I would suggest.
Yeah, really. Now, interestingly, where the third man is too, inside the circle, he's kind of in no man's land. He's very fine, dude.
Yeah, he's just lost a little bit down there, I think. Needs a bit of direction from the skipper. Moves it. He's been moved around by the young wicketkeeper now.
Good game awareness by the keeper. Make sure everyone's in their spot. Nice running. Pick up one. Done well is, I think, in this partnership they've scored a lot of, like you said before, those singles and those twos and tick the scoreboard over. Not looking for the boundary every ball, which has been good to see. Score goes up to 108. So the field change.
Just seems like the energy levels have dropped off a bit from the Gorillas.
Oh. One in the air. Come back for 2. Good running. A warm day out there, Dougal. You were out there just earlier. Still a bit warm as the breeze.
Yeah, it's quite warm out there now.
All the boys playing their second game for the day, a majority of them, both teams. So a bit taxing, but yeah, the energy level. You can hear no encouragement at all from the fielders. It's very quiet. It's a bit like a church out there.
There's a few hands on hips late in this innings. I think they sense the game just slipping away.
Oh. Nice shot there. Doggett, been impressive with it. Been impressed with his batting.
Yeah, I think he's been one of the finds of the tournament so far, in fact.
Drink coming on. Nice of the umpires to let the boys have a drink. Up 7 and overs, 112 for 4. Partnership.
Well, we're well and truly on track for that 135 we were speaking of. Probably more like 140.
Partnership up to 83. Very impressive, these two. Charlie Hines continues. Interesting to see how the Gorillas go on the run chase, Dougal. They look a bit tired out there.
Yeah, they do look a bit tired. And we only saw 3 of them bat in the morning. Such was the comprehensive nature of the win against the Vipers.
This one's back in. Stafford knocks it down for 1.
Yes, in the morning match, the Gorillas chasing down the Vipers below par total of 61 in just 11 overs, 1 wicket down. Tom O'Rear hit 4 boundaries in his 20. Arian Wadugi not out 20 with a 4 and a 6. And Max Yonakawa-Lin coming in at 3, just steered the team home with the not out 5. Hines wanting an LBW there, but Doggett clearly outside the line.
Hines, yeah, interesting. Having a bit of a battle here with the ball, Hines. Good challenge for him here. See him pick up a wicket. Oh, under edge. That'll run away for 4.
Another piece of luck.
When it's not going your way, it's not going your way, dude. And, the Dragons, they'll take it. Paid buys. For 117.
Yeah. Doggett just beaten there by a ball angling back in at his off stump, and as fortune would have it, a little under edge past the keeper, and he gets 4 runs for it. He's deserved that piece of luck, though, I think.
I think so. Full toss.
Ooh.
Got it fine enough. I don't think it's going to go for 4. Maybe. Yes, it does. Doggett. 46. Dragons up to 121.
I think the ball before was called buys.
It was
in
buys.
fact.
I thought it was an under edge
I was
too.
sure it was a little under edge. I had him on 50, but the scorers have him on 46.
Oh, he bowled it.
Oh. Well, that's unfortunate.
Doggett gets bowled by Hines for 46. Just trying to up the scoring rate with only 14 balls to go. Great innings. Great partnership. 46 off 52. Bowled Hines. The Dragons 121 for 5. Partnership at 92.
Yeah, Hinds very well bowled in the end. Just returned to earth there, though, this afternoon. He's gone for 23 off his 2.5 overs compared to 5 for 2 he took this morning.
Wow.
Can't do that every time, though, can you?
No, you can't. So, 13 balls to go in this innings. 121. I wonder what they can get to. It'd have to be 140 plus. Comes in. Jake comes in, does he?
He's not in a hurry to get to the crease, that's for sure.
Pretty relaxed.
Thinks he's Viv Richards.
Got a bit of swagger going on. A little bit of swagger. What would he be looking to do here? A single? Yep. Walk it out, like. Couple of Stafford take the strike. So at the end of the 18th, 18 gone, 121 for 5. He's going to bowl this over. Kento, I'd say, off the double. He's got certainly bowled 2. Or 3. One left. Although, Max, yes, interesting. Yonakawa-Lin come in. Left arm over. Second last over. So Max Yonakawa Lin coming into bowl. Stafford on 39. Sure what's taking so long here, but it's coming into bowl.
No.
4 wides. Oh, this is a disaster for the Gorillas. Dragons will take it. They're up to 126. Losing their radar a bit here, the Gorillas. A bit of a disaster back end of the innings.
Yeah, it's been a little bit messy giving away 30 extras, you'd have to say.
He's got he's got 3 wickets. So Stafford trying to play one of those little trinkets.
Just took the pace off that one a little bit.
Yeah, it was well bowled.
On the second ground, the Vipers have posted 140. So a very good recovery from their morning nightmare.
They could see them. Good score. They could well in the game. 140 over there, I think. Yes, very impressive improvement from the morning game. I think there would have been some hard conversations after the effort this morning. The bowls, nice shot. Just get one to long on.
Well, just speaking to the coach, Rio Sakurano, he said his players were very disappointed after the morning match, so he didn't want to lay into them too much, but
okay.
He did probably deliver a couple of truths. So there's been a distinct improvement since the morning.
Well, the response has worked, so whatever he did right. So just chop it down for one. Well bowled there by Lin. Score up to 128. Both teams losing this morning, hitting back well in the first innings of the second games. Let's see if they can both win and, like you said earlier, have everyone with one win. Great going into day 2 of the tournament. Of course, final tomorrow afternoon, isn't it?
That's right.
Shot. Oh, that'll run away for 4. Stafford up to 44. Dragons up to 132. Nice shot.
Just have to have a long off at this point in the innings. That man down at deep third man isn't doing a whole lot there.
It's doing nothing. Nice shot. We'll get 1.
Jake Kusadanan now on strike. Fresh off a season with Burleigh Cricket Club in the Gold Coast in Australia.
Oh, that's a dot to end the 19th over, 133 for 5. Yes, we had a chat to him yesterday and said that he worked well into his season and got some good results towards the back end of the year. Working up through the grades.
Yeah, made his first grade debut in Australia. Certainly come along as a bowler. I thought he was impressive this morning, even though he went wicketless, and has improved with the bat as well.
He bowled a lot better than his figures this morning. I thought he bowled fantastic. Very impressive. And his batting was quite good. Stafford last over, 133. Get 140 plus. Oh, for a shot. Just be 1.
Kazuma Stafford wants 2.
Oh, they're coming back for 2.
Oh, the throw's wide.
Oh,
and
Charlie Hines is not getting an overthrow. Oh,
Charlie Hines.
So it's a bit pear-shaped here for the Gorillas in the field. The Gorillas aren't beating their chests anymore. They were when they were 29 for 4.
No.
Step it up to 48s.
No. They were
get him on
throwing
strike.
barrels earlier.
They were.
Up and down.
They were. Oh, dots. They definitely were.
Yeah, they've probably just lost power in the old Nintendo Donkey Kong controller. I reckon that's Manav Natarajan.
We get one. So we're running over time. Streams are resuming soon.
Maybe a little technical issue here.
Oh, he's going to switch.
Oh,
hit.
lovely switch
shot. And that'll be his 50.
That's 50.
Well battered, Kato Stafford. Captain of the Dragons. Breathing fire.
Plenty of applause from the teammates in the team tent there. They understand how important this innings has been.
Big crowd here today. Everyone's up clapping. Good to see. Back on. Sorry for that quick break in the stream. We'll see this nice shot. Last ball, we're going for one. Oh.
That'll be a leg bye to
That'll be
finish the innings.
End of the innings. We've got an issue with our technical difficulties. We'll give you a score in 1 second. Find it. No, so the Dragons end on 142 for 6. Kato Stafford 52 not out of 47, and Kosei Dog at 46 off 53 with the bat. In a 93 run partnership. Best with the ball was Max Yonakawa Lin with 3 for 21. Charlie Hines 2 for 31. Kento Otodobo 1 for 23. We'll be back in about 10 minutes at the innings break. See you shortly. Welcome back for the run chase here at the SRCG Ground 1 for the Gorillas versus Dragons. Gorillas chasing 143 for victory of 20 overs. I'm joined back by Nick. Dougal's left the commentary box. Thanks to him for providing some special comments in the back end of that innings. Welcome back, Nick.
Thanks, Todd. Good afternoon, mate, and good afternoon, everyone out there who may be watching on YouTube somewhere in the world. We're hopefully in for an entertaining run chase here. The Dragons did breathe some fire at the end of their innings and got up to 142, which they didn't look like getting early on, so they did a really good job.
Yes, of course, they were 4 for 29 with 93 run partnership. And Captain Kato Stafford and was it Kosei Doggett? Yes. Putting on 93 for the 5th wicket. Magnificent partnership.
Yeah, and Stafford going on to get his
Got his 50.
50. Yeah, brought up his 50 in the last over, which was good.
Doggett's got 46.
But young Fletcher to open the bowling, I think, here.
We've got a slip. Short cover. Full toss to start. Can't put it away.
Hello. Just pats it back down the wicket. The opening batsman is Kento Otadobel, who also opened the bowling. Bit of an all-rounder.
Kent's out there trying to get some quick runs in the power play.
Yeah, it's not a bad idea. No one's really tried that today, and I think that's what is required in this type of cricket.
Full toss.
There's another full toss.
Big.
Put away. Yeah.
Big hit. That'll be 4.
Yeah, one bounce. That got what it deserved there. Yeah, and you got to take advantage of any balls you get like that.
Definitely. Good shot.
Yeah, it's a good start.
Good start for the Gorillas.
Fletcher comes in. Oh, that's a better ball. That's a better ball. That
Somebody down leg.
might have done a little bit off the deck.
Bit of swing.
Bit of seam, I'm not sure. He's a strapping young lad, isn't he?
He's a big
Good
boy.
set of shoulders on him.
It's the crease hard.
Oh, he's found his range there. It's exactly. The slips and the keeper are pretty excited there, but the keeper was on his way down leg side, and that's usually an indicator of where the ball's going to.
It looks like it's just sliding down.
We've got a different wicket keeper for this second game.
Who's that?
Apan Chowdhury seems to have the gloves.
Nice, good to see. Full toss.
Oh, Dobell is.
Oh,
Oh,
wow,
great bit of
field.
fielding. Well done. I think that's Manav Natarajan there at mid-off, the young leg spinner, who didn't play the first game due to traffic-related issues.
We'll get 1. Score goes to 5.
That was a really good bit of fielding because that was on its way to the boundary.
Looked past him when he stopped it, actually.
Yeah. If we go on strike here, Skylar Nakayama Cook, the young wicketkeeper. Oh, he's beaten. That's 3 appeals, but I'm pretty sure all 3 were heading down leg side.
Nice little in-swingers here from Bowler Fletcher. He was for 4 of his first over.
5, I think they snuck a single in there as well.
The scores. Oh, sorry, of course. There's an update on our screen. So, nice start.
Yeah,
Nice bowling.
and the way Kento Otadobella sort of looked to, get on with those the couple of chances that he had. I think they're going to have to go hard early and get some runs on the board.
Yeah, I agree. So Doggett's going to open the bowling.
Yeah, not the captain. Kato Stafford.
2 wickets in the first inning. First game, I think.
Bowling.
Thought he was under bowled in the first game. He only bowled 3 overs. I thought he could have got his 4th.
Yeah.
Bowled 1 over at the start and 2 at the end. He bowled a good over, got a wicket his first spell and didn't get a second over. It was interesting.
They might have been saving him for the afternoon game.
Maybe a bit of tactics in the hot weather today.
They're
nice up here in
persisting with a slip who seems to be very close. Oh, Otadobell's watchful there outside off. And again, the ball continues to swing.
Yeah, it'll swing early. We had Dougal betting come before. He said he reckons it swings for about 5 overs.
Yeah, he said that, yeah. And of course, Dougal is here all the time, so he sees what goes on.
So use the Newbury bowls in this tournament. So I think all Japan cricket use the Newbury bowls.
Yeah, they do.
How do you find them, Nick? They swing them?
Yeah, they do. They do swing around. I'm not sure if that's due to extra lacquer or what it is, but I think even the Kookaburra balls swing in the first few overs, don't they?
They do swing, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's Newbury's use here, and good to see him swinging early. Nice, got a slip in. Nice and aggressive field placement.
You got the fine leg up.
So we can get a nick. It's a bit fine finally. Nice and full. Oh, there's
that's
the edge.
gone past. Third man will come around and cut that off. They miss field, but they don't come back.
Get one.
Yeah, that probably would have been a risky second. Might have been there, but what else have we got in the field here? Mid wickets saving the single. Fine leg's gone wider now, which looks a bit more balanced. Mid on's on the circle, mid off on the circle. Cover is right in, saving the one. Oh, that's a good ball. Just goes past the outside edge.
Nice delivery, right dog it.
And we've got a sort of extra cover and a backward point and a slip and third man down on the fence. One man out.
Third man. Bowled, nice and straight.
Just one out.
Nice over from Doggett. Oh no, sorry.
Almost.
One to go. Nice and short. Mid on.
Doggett has a nice action. He's got very smooth coming into the crease.
Yeah, it's been impressive, Doggett.
Yeah. Well, it's always good for these all-rounders. They get a few runs. They seem to bowl well as well. They've got the confidence up.
Yep.
Takes the nerves out of the game, I think.
Does. Nice over. Doggett goes for 2.
Yeah, that's a good start.
Gorillas 7 for 0.
We're going to have a bowling change here, are we? Consultation.
I think it's...
There's been quite a few consultations in these games today that we dragged out a little bit long.
Captain Stafford talking to Fujioka Fletcher.
Yeah. The slip gets into position, and off we go. He's actually cost himself a run there.
I think he's hit the pads 4 times here.
Young Skylar Nakayama Cook, that was going well down the leg side, and the back of his foot sort of flicked out and caught the ball.
4 times in 7 balls, he hit the pads.
Yeah. Well, that's a good shot.
Oh, misfield for 4.
Natarajan.
Poor fielding.
I think it is it?
Gorillas go to 10.
Yeah, he saved 4 before and sort of gave it back there. So I suppose that's plus minus 0.
Oh, full
There's
toss.
a fully, and that's going to hit the pitch and take off. That'll go for 4.
Racing away for 4 through the
Was that
offside.
above the waist? What's the umpire's decision? They're still signalling 4.
No.
No movement from Chris Bain. No, it must have been below. It was coming down, wasn't it?
Close.
Yeah. Possibly out away from the body a bit harder for the umpire to judge. Is
Yeah.
it too high?
Yeah, definitely.
And it's not dangerous. You get 4 for it. That was a good shot. It helps when you hit the synthetic wicket there to get a bit of a kick off it.
Just races off there, doesn't it?
Yeah. Oh, he seems to like that shot. The
Very
off
strong
drive, yeah.
Cook through the offside.
There's not much of him, but he seems to time the ball quite well.
Gorillas up to 15, the power play. What's going up for 13 off 1.3.
That's a good ball. That cramped him up. Let's see. One man out at deep square leg. Again, only one man on the fence. Oh no, third man's come back there now. Fine legs up.
Oh, full banger. He's whacked it over mid wicket for 4. Great shot.
That's a great shot. That's very good batting. What's the umpire's decision here?
No, it was all good. Cork moves to 12. Gorillas up to 19. End of the third over.
That come out of the screws. That was a really good shot. Made a good sound. And just like the Gorillas, the old Dragons are very quiet out there. I suppose the boys are a bit tired. It's a long day in the sun, and some of them have possibly travelled from other places yesterday.
Yes. And it's warm out there. Just going to get a quick score update for those wondering what's happening over in ground 2 for the clash between the Vipers and the Turtles. The Vipers making 142 for 8. Turtles off to a great start, 37 for none.
Well, that is a good start. Always a key if you have wickets in hand in this format, isn't it?
37 for none. We've had 13 extras in 5 overs.
Ooh, that's quite a bit.
A few byes, 5 wides.
Here we go.
Here,
Dog it again. Comes in. Oh, that's a good ball.
He's bowling well. Really, really nice line he bowls. Bowls Doggett, doesn't he? He gets the line of length right.
It is, and as Dougal mentioned earlier on, you'd like to see the batsman trying to just work that to square leg for a single. Even though it is a really good ball.
Doggett comes in.
Oh, tried to have a good go at that, Kenta.
Big swing noting there, Kento.
But that's a good option, and you know, it's a not a risky shot when the ball's outside off stump like that.
In the air.
Ooh, it's gonna fall just safe.
I'll take one.
It's a little bit lucky there. That's good bowling from young Doggett. KC Doggett. Here he comes in again. Oh, he's straight onto leg
No
stump.
chance. Oh, he was safe.
Yeah, I think he was safe. The possible play to the bowler's end, but I think both would have been safe. He's clipped that nicely. Unfortunately, it just went straight to the fielder. It was a good shot. Always the sign of a good batsman who, you know, can score off his legs when the opportunity comes. Oh, that's an edge and caught.
Got him.
Might have been a slower ball. It seemed to loop a little bit. Let's have a look.
Big wicket. That's a though bell. Gone. Gorillas. 21 for 1. Looking on the replay. Some technical difficulties here at the moment. We apologise for everyone watching. He's going to run his best hit there.
Yeah. Always a risky there for the keeper. If you don't go, you go halfway, but he went and he continued on and took a nice catch one-handed. He was quite happy. He threw it a long way in the air.
new batsman. Just waiting to see. We can't see the back number yet.
Might be Maxi on a go limb. Or the captain himself.
Charlie Hines,
Charlie
Captain
Hines,
is
yeah.
in.
Let's see if he can guide his team to victory. It's going to take a significant innings from someone in the top order to get them over the line.
Yeah, definitely going to need someone to really take it to the bowlers here.
Well, that's a good start.
At the end of the fourth over, score is 21 for 1. Bowling change here. Bowler is Sivakumar. Ludwig Sivakumar. Shadow and ground too, he's not out.
Rizvik's had a good start to the season here in Japan. Made a really good score in that T20 Japan Cup game. I think he scored 20 odd and then I think he took 4 for as well the same day.
Where's he play at?
He plays with the Chiba Sharks, mate.
Okay.
Plenty of plugs here for the Chiba Sharks today.
It's like it's Chiba Sharks TV, isn't it?
Yeah, and
all
young,
the Sharks on the stream today.
young Tim Moore got a score there before for the Vipers. So
Nice.
another Shark, and his dad Will is prowling the boundaries here today somewhere. I was talking to him earlier. There's a bit of confusion in the field here.
I'm quite confused here myself with the square leg umpire wearing red.
Yeah, it got
so
me.
I keep thinking there's like 2 fielders in the same spot.
It got me in the first game. We might have to have a word to the JCA and suggest different coloured shirts for this tournament.
They do have
for the
black.
umpires.
There's black shirts. I'll make that suggestion to Alan Kerr.
See, the offside's packed here.
We've got short cover. We've got a point, a catching point.
And the backward.
Got a backward point on the ring, and we've got an extra cover, more of an with a short extra cover. So, and a third man mid off, and the leg side we've got mid on, short mid wicket, and a man short front leg inside the circle. So, very offside field here.
Reminiscent of the old Test match game. You know, the little white men standing
Got
there.
to be very. You can't be too straight because, well, if he gets too straight, it's going to no protection out on the leg side. So
No, that's right.
he's a very accurate bowler.
Yeah, he's a good young bowler. He's coming along. He needs to be, unless Chris Bain, the umpire at square leg, does decide to field for him if one's hit there. Oh,
It's high on the bats.
Gonna be safe.
It's 4.
Yeah, that's a good shot. That actually went a bit further than I thought. It didn't seem to come off the bat at 100 miles an hour, but he got a good piece of it.
Charlie Hines gets off the mark with 4. Fills up to 26 for 1. Yeah, I thought he didn't. Up here in the coach's box, it's very hard to the commentary box. It's very hard to see the depth of the ball sometimes.
Yeah.
Looks like he didn't get it, but he clearly got enough of it and raced away for 4.
And they've put mid on back now. The captain reaction.
Point, playing a bit of a golf shot there. Waiting for the ball to come. Interesting. 1-2 long on.
The man at point was sort of dancing around, going in and out.
I
I'm
thought
not
he was
sure.
playing a bit of a golf swing.
Yeah. Who is that young fella?
That is Monty Hines.
Monty Hines. Playing against his brother. Yeah. Probably some polite encouragement from his
I'm
older
sure
brother.
there would have been.
Even the fielders down here at sort of mid-on, mid-off look a bit confused. I think the boys are tired.
I think it is a bit of fatigue setting in. It's been quite warm here today.
Change of bowling here, and Jake Kusadanan is coming back into the attack.
Well, in the
Or
first
coming into
game.
attack today, sorry, yeah. He did bowl well. We mentioned in the commentary that he probably deserved a wicket or two. Nearly got a couple. Balls landed just past fielders.
Yeah, he definitely bowled better than he expected to suggest.
We're waiting on the wicket keeper with his helmet here. Along with the shoelaces, mate. That's another one of my
Well,
things.
we haven't seen shoelaces in the second game yet.
No, but often
So-
these keepers, they know the spinner's going to come on. They probably could have their helmet right on the boundary. They're ready to go.
I do agree with that. Should
Yeah.
be ready to go.
They seem to not. Of course, if they don't want to put it behind them, that's fair enough too, for giving away 5 runs
Yeah.
and safety reasons. But now the field's not even in place again. Here we go, ready to go now. Oh, that's a good start.
Well bowled.
A little bit short, but the batsman's missed out on that one. It wasn't a bad ball at all. The reaction of the batsman, Charlie Hines, says he thought he probably could have hit that for 4 or something.
Bowled.
Oh, that's a very good ball.
Start here from Jake. Long on. Last over the power play. It's just the one fielder left. And at long on. No, sorry. Got a deep mid wicket also. Dot ball, building some pressure here.
Yeah, just sort of ambles into the wicket and then gives it a good rip though.
Good rotation. Oh,
That-
it's
Not the umpire, the keeper.
keeper's knee.
Just that's got to hurt too. It looks
Oh,
like
on
it's
the
missed
kneecap
pad,
or whatever
yeah.
it's. Oh. Is that interesting? Or do you have a look here? Yep, he's banged him on the knee.
The covers come right into the edge of the wicket area. Mid-on's going back now. Suggest he may target the pads here. And he did.
Well
and
bowled.
yeah, that was well bowled. Square legs on the fence. He's thrown that one up. Oh, gone through everyone.
Whites?
I don't know. They
I took the paddle up.
might have hit the pad. I don't know. What's the umpire? Yes, he's
Leg.
cocked his leg and give it a bit of a tap.
A bit of a tickle.
And that's the end of the over. That was a good over.
Yeah, it was nicely bowled from
Mm.
Jake. It's into the power play. And the score is 31 for 1.
I think that the Gorillas, though, you'd like to see them try and get those singles going, get the rotation.
Yeah, definitely. They need to start ticking over a bit.
Because that was how they, the Dragons, rescued their innings. It wasn't from big hittings.
Just singles.
Yeah, 1s and 2s, and then of course a few 4s, and then accelerate at the end. And
I'm not sure the keeper needs to run the helmet off. I think you can put it behind him. Just take far too long for that one.
The field is still no, it's fine.
I think the left-hander, right-hander, as we saw in the first innings, is causing a bit of havoc with the field. A bit of fatigue. Nice shot.
Oh, he's hit that very well. That came right out of the middle, but straight to the fielder at point. Obviously, they've done their homework on Charlie Hines. With a field like that, you'd think he must enjoy hitting the ball through point.
He got 2 points, backward and forward.
Yeah.
And the forward's more of a catching man, or better. Oh, in
And
the
he's
air.
gone straight down over mid-off. That's a good shot. That's gone all the way, has it? Let's wait and see. No, just short. You got a good piece of it.
Nice shot from Hines. Swinging through the line.
Oh, it wasn't far off travelling the distance. And the man's gone out there. Now.
Dropped him straight back. This is the end of the power play.
Yeah.
And mid-wicket's going out now.
And that one man and point looks to be going back to the fence as well.
Putting everyone out.
And one of the points relocated to mid-wicket. Oh, that's good batting. So we've got a fairly standard T20 field at the moment.
Yeah, just to run out. Hines goes to 10. Reels up to 36. Cook 15 from 13, going quite well.
Yeah, he hasn't
had much strike in the last couple of days.
He's doing his job at the moment. Oh, that's a really good shot, is it?
So nice. Quick single.
Good fielding, good cricket. And that's the benefit of Charlie Hines clearing, the ball over mid-off and mid-on a couple of times. And then the captain puts the men back and then you're free to hit down the ground. It doesn't matter if it's a bit uppy.
Nah, that's right. Got the bit of safety there.
Yeah.
Chip it down there. Oh, bangs it in. Nice shot, but it's just going to be one.
He's hit that very well.
I haven't seen many bowlers really try and bang it in today, have we?
No.
Interesting. No, not really variation into the wicket either.
No.
Expected a bit more.
You'd think with the amount of, the slow bounces you see on international cricket and the T20 comps, that often the young fellas copy that. But yeah, there hasn't been a lot of variation, and the batting as well. There hasn't been a lot of inventiveness.
No.
Which is not a bad thing either, but I just expected to see a bit more.
Yeah.
Than what you see on TV these days.
The Gorillas up to 39 for 1.
Off
7. Just when they can just get a bit of a partnership going. We can see what happened last game when the partnership got going. Being a warm day, fielding inside can drop their heads a little bit. Yeah, a bit of concentration, and you can really pounce.
The sun's come out again, shining brightly on the oval. The people in the grandstand are enjoying being in the shade now. We've got a bye. I think, yeah, bye. The keeper, not sure what happened there. Now the field spreads. Will the left-hander Hines go after the leg spinner? It's a fairly long boundary out to mid-wicket. Mid-off coming back to the fence as well. We've scampered through for a single. That's good running. So Todd, you've been coming here for quite a few years now.
Yeah, 10 years this year.
Righto. So when you do get over, what's the Japanese food that you look forward to the most?
Oh,
That's a great shot.
Jeez, pick the gap.
That'll go all the way, I think.
Great shot.
Yeah, he's
By
timed that
Cook.
very well. Yeah, young Skylar.
Moves
Nakayama Cook.
Move it to 21. Goes up to 45. Favorite Japanese food? Oh, I like takoyaki.
Oh yeah.
Love a bit of takoyaki.
Have you been down to Osaka to?
I've been to
have the
Osaka. Yeah,
original?
had it down there. Yeah, burning hot. Like you can't eat it straight away.
Yeah,
Made
yeah.
that mistake.
Got to be careful.
Bit of a pig.
It's an interesting food, takoyaki. Like, it's a sort of a festival food as well. You know?
Oh, okay.
Like, it's one of the foods you get as a fast food at the festivals and every summer and throughout the year.
So a bit of takoyaki, tonkatsu.
Oh yeah,
I mean, who doesn't love
deep fried pork. Yeah, you can't go wrong. And the sauce. Oh, that's a great shot. That's going to run away. Might not go for 4. No, another Rajan will cut that off. Oh, it's a good bit of fielding. That's a really good shot.
Katsu. Score goes to 47. The sauce. Oh, how good's the sauce?
The bulldog sauce.
Oof.
And it's funny, in Japan they just call it sauce.
Do it?
Yeah, sauce. That's what it is. He's thrown that up and Skylar Cook tried to hit that through the leg side and didn't quite get onto it. It's a good over for the Gorillas there. Got the
Yeah.
score moving a bit.
8 off.
Yeah.
What
That's
else?
what they need from here on in.
I pretty much eat anything.
Yep.
So, pretty easy.
Do you ever like attempt to cook it when you go back home?
Cook like what?
Any Japanese food? Like gyoza or something like that, which is easy enough to make?
Nah, I'll just buy it. There's actually a new Japanese restaurant around the corner from my house on Melbourne Road in Melbourne.
Oh, good.
What's it called? I'll look it up. Give me a sec. No, it's fantastic. Really authentic.
Alright, we've got a bowling change here. Young Manav Natarajan, who is another Chiba Shark. Leg spinner. He's having a good start to the season too. He bowled in a T20 game. He bowled 4 overs for 12 runs. Maybe got a couple of wickets too.
Yeah, the restaurant's called Tonari,
Tonari.
and it's magnificent. It's not expensive. For Japanese food, it can be quite expensive in Melbourne.
Yeah.
But it's great. I go there probably once or twice a week.
Tonari means beside.
So no, it's fantastic.
You're Tonari me right now.
We're Tonari. So no, it's fantastic. No, I've never really tried to cook Japanese. I'll cook. Like I said to you,
There's a run there. They might go for 2. No, there's no 2 there.
like I said to you last night, I have the clay. What's it called? It's like a Japanese barbecue at home. They put the coals and all that in. You know?
Yeah. Yeah, I can't think of the name. I know what you mean.
So I've got one of them at home. So I cook meat and stuff on that.
It's made out of pot, like.
Yeah, the clay, the
pot,
pot,
clay pot, yeah.
yeah. Hibachi.
That's right.
Yeah, so I've got a hibachi at home. So I'll do a bit of grilling on that. So different cuts of meat. So it's quite nice. Just got to master that. It's a bit short.
Oh, he's sort of baseballed that down to mid-on.
A flat bat.
Yeah. He's timing the ball really well.
To 24, Cook. He's getting away here a little bit.
Yeah. And he hasn't played a rash shot. Natarajan's a little bit short here. He'd probably like to be pitching the ball up a bit more.
What about you, Nick? What do you cook at home?
Oh,
Anything?
my wife being Japanese, pretty much if I cook, it's probably more Western food.
Oh, yeah.
She's a good cook. Oh, here we go. There's a chance. Oh, he's put it down. He just moved from there too a few balls ago. And they scamper through for 1. That was Hines too, and the captain, Kato Stafford, has put it down.
He got there. He did well to get there. He probably should have caught it in the end. Disappointed, but gives the Gorillas a life.
Oh, he's edged that, and he get across. Yeah, good fielding. Good fielding. Another single to the score. Yeah, when I cook, it's pretty much Western. I can do a few Japanese dishes. I make a curry or sukiyaki, which is like a, you know, sukiyaki?
Yeah.
This sort of sweet with soy sauce taste. It's gone straight back over the bowler's head for 2, not 1.
Just one.
But yeah, my wife, she does all the Japanese cooking, which is good. Her specialty is gyoza.
Nice. Hines goes to 15. Score is 52 for 1 after 9. That's our engine.
No. This is must be Aaron Regan, not the Ranjan bowled at the other.
Oh, so they had the wrong name on
Yeah.
the score. Regan coming to bowl his first over. Hines on 15s. Straight player. Long on demon wicket. Sweeper. Fine legs coming inside the circle. Deep backward points. And third man.
Oh, that's been well hit.
Nice
Mid-off
shot.
can't get across, and I think Dougal might have mentioned that in the commentary earlier on, that you probably need your mid-off on the ropes and bring the third man up.
I would have thought the wicket could probably, the sweeper could probably go to long off.
If he's going to bowl full and straight.
Yeah. Bring up the third man, that's probably a better move.
Yeah. Oh, he's got that through the gap.
Good shot.
Might not get there. No, they should come back for 2. They probably could have pushed for 3, but it's a bit late now. Oh, no, they're going.
Oh, good running.
Yep. Oh, the keeper's thrown at
Oh,
the
no,
stumps.
there's
There'll
an
be another
overthrow.
one.
No, they
No.
won't go
Gee,
there.
lucky that didn't hit the stumps. I mean, you like the enthusiasm from Chowdhury, but that's a dangerous throw there. It hits the stumps, you're in
I think
trouble.
everyone's getting a bit tired and starting to affect some decision making out there. We saw that in the field with the Gorillas, and I think now it's starting to affect the Dragons. I think we're due for a big finish here, Nick.
Yeah, it's looking like they're getting on top here with the bat, and if they keep going at this rate, they're starting to bring the run rate down little by little, and the run rate 2 overs ago was 5.4, and now it's 6.3. So that's always a good sign that the run rate's on the way up.
Good partnership here. Starting to control the game. Bit of narrative here from the Gorillas. Need a wicket here, the Dragons.
Yes. There's a couple of claps from the fielders, but probably need a wicket to get their mojo back again. Oh, that was in the slot, and he sort of dragged that across for no run. I think it's good to have that mid-wicket in there too, to keep the pressure on the batsman.
Yeah, makes the batsman think twice. He knows that he just can't drop it.
Yeah, true. Oh, that's gone through everything.
No.
That's missed the stumps.
I thought I went for 4 balls for a second.
Yeah. And that could possibly be a Japanese under-19s team tactic of keeping that mid-wicket, mid-off in. Because all the teams have done that today. Oh, that's short and
Shot.
dealt with. That'll go all the way, will it? The fielder gets after it, but can't get there. Chris Bain signals 4. The umpires have done a great job here today. So the leg spinner will continue here, Mana Natarajan. And you'd think that possibly Hines, who's got his eye in now, could target him this over if he gets a chance.
I think he'd fancy himself here against the spinner.
Yeah, he's hitting the ball quite well.
He's really clean hitting. Quite
And
impressive.
there's a lot of this ground is quite, there's a lot of space everywhere. There's a lot of twos. You don't necessarily have to hit the boundaries. Oh, that's a good ball. Oh, the keeper's missed it. They're scampering through. He's copped another one on the inside of the knee.
What?
No, it did come off
Bias.
inside hit the keeper's knee.
Thought it might have been a wide.
I would suggest though, if you use your gloves, it doesn't hurt your knees as much.
65 for 1.
Oh,
he's chipped it. Oh, no.
Chipped it straight
He's
to
got him.
the opposing captain. Who
Charlie.
says thank you very much.
Charlie Hines was cruising along. Just put a little chip shot. He's straight up in the air to Captain Tato Stafford.
He didn't make any mistake with that catch.
Disappointed with that one. Big wicket though for the Dragons. Break the partnership. Gorillas 65 for 2.
And we've seen it all day today. That one wicket falls and the next one follows soon after. So, for the Gorillas' sake, you'd hope that whoever comes in next can avoid that fate. With another left-hander by the looks. And all he needs to do, whoever's coming in now, is get the strike to young Nakayama Cook, who's hitting the ball very well. And celebrations from ground number 2. It's the Vipers striking at the Turtles' necks by the look of it. Okay, the fielders are making their way back into position. It looks like young Max Ionikawa Lin has come out to the wicket. And his mission would be to get off strike and rotate. And obviously,
for the feedback, Chris Sergo, and it's a hibachi, and yeah, I know what it is. Thanks.
it might be hard to get that charcoal.
No, you can get it. They do sell it at Bunnings.
The bin show. How much does that go for?
It's about $30 or $40 for a bag.
All right.
So I don't use it.
Yeah, it's a bit steep. You'd have to cut down on the quality of your meats if you're using
Well, I
charcoal.
thought that you could
expensive.
use that maybe mixed with the beads.
Yeah, yeah.
You know?
Oh, he's beaten the bat, but it was outside leg stump, I think. Oh, the chimes are going off here in Sano as the afternoon closes in. Change to the field hit. point has gone out to the fence. And fine legs come up. Oh, there's an appeal for caught behind, but the umpire is unmoved. Max is looking a bit nervous here at the crease. Needs to get some bat on ball. Oh, he's got bat on ball certainly, but it's an inside edge that might be cut off. He'll come back for 2. I think it's an inside edge. We'll see what the umpire says. Yep. Nice little inside edge between the wicketkeeper's legs for 2, and he's off the mark. And 2 for 67 after 11 overs. So there's a bit of work to be done here by the Gorillas. That wicket was very handy for the Dragons to slow them down. Looks like we've got a bowling change, have we? On number 14. Oh no, Regan's going to have another go. Aaron Regan, right arm medium pacer. With the field spread, fine leg up, 2 on the fence on the leg side. And a mid-off comes back now. And mid-off inside the circle is moving, and we've got another fielder going out to the leg side boundary. And Regan starts his approach. Runners in. They're off for a single. That was well run. They're pushing for 2, but there's a misfield, but they're not going to go. They would have been out by a mile. So the Gorillas require a further 75 runs here of 8.5 overs. Oh, Maxi Lynn's got a full toss that he's just said thank you very much and dispatched it through point. It's still rolling all the way out towards the grandstand to be fielded by Here comes Regan. He bowls outside off, and Yonakawa Lynn. Oh, it's bounced off the artificial wicket, nearly taken the captain's head off there.
Yeah, he's almost lost an eye there.
Yeah, which Mum always said that would, it was all
She
fun
did.
and games until someone lost an eye. And luckily we didn't see it happen here today. A good start to this over. They've got 7 offered off 3 balls, and that's what the Gorillas need to do here if there are any chance to win. Regan comes in. He's dropped it short. It might be wide, yes. Chris Bain gives it a wave to the scorers. The extension of his arms is distinctly shorter than it was about 3 or 4 hours ago, though.
It's quite warm out there with the long pants and long shirt on, I would think.
Yeah, he's earned his money today, old Chris.
He really poised this game. I think that Gorillas are in front of. They need another wicket here, the Dragons. Cook's going quite well. Lynn's come in and he's going well.
Yeah. Regan comes in. Bowls look short again, and get back in your crease, son. Oh, that's an interesting turn of events.
Boy.
The balls hit the stumps. Nakayama Cook took off and then thought better of it and got back just in time as someone come flying in from Jake come flying in from mid-wicket and sort of skilled everything.
It's good, isn't he? Picked the stump up with the ball and put it up in the air like a pin. Good bit of cricket there.
Chris Bain grabs the bat to put the stumps back in place. It's all happening. An update from the ground number 2. The Turtles are 2 for 84 off 14, chasing 142. So that looks to be an evenly poised game as well. 2 for 84 off 14.
2 grandstand finishes coming up, I think, here.
They've still got 8 wickets in hand as well, which is what we've got here.
Cooled down to quite a pleasant afternoon, I think, here in Sunil.
Beautiful. We might get that Hibachi out and get some Bincho in it and fire it up, mate.
Thurgate, you can fire it up.
Well, he's the man. He's the
He's the
specialist.
gorilla.
He should be playing for this team out here today.
Ooh.
Oh, they're off. Yeah, that's good running. Young Skylar Nakayama Cook was sort of through a third of the way down the wicket, ready to go if there was a misfield.
Batting well.
Yeah, he is. He's impressed me. That's the end of the over. And the score is 2 for 77 off 12. You'd like to think if you were the Gorillas here, you wouldn't mind an over of 10 to 12 to kickstart this next part of the game. And if you're a Dragons member, you'd probably like a wicket.
Yeah, definitely.
And
Evenly poised.
Doggett's coming back in. Interestingly enough, the captain, Kato Stafford, hasn't bowled yet in this innings. I don't know if there's an injury. I don't know. I haven't heard anything.
I haven't heard he has an injury either.
Dougal said he was talking to the coach before, and he didn't mention anything of an injury. So
interesting.
And even in the earlier innings, the captain Charlie Hines didn't bowl until the 12th over.
I think if you need a wicket, I think that if he can bowl, maybe he's injured. He needs to come on now. Oh, maybe they're just looking after his load.
Yeah, possibly with the game again tomorrow.
Game again tomorrow, and then qualifiers coming on next week. Maybe that's the plan.
Yeah, that's true. In comes Doggett. Drops it short, bang, and that is a great catch. He didn't have to go far, but that was hit like a rocket.
Oh, what a catch. Have a look on the replay. Magnificent moving to his right. Hit it hard. Captain Kato Stafford was an absolute perler.
That was a good catch. And I don't think they're our sponsor, so I won't mention their name, but the Lemonade Company that we used to have as classic catches back in the 80s in Australia.
Yes.
That was certainly one of them.
Skylar Nakayama Cook batted well. He's going to have to go. Gorillas, 77 for 3.
And Doggett seems to be the man, 2 for 4 off 2.1.
Doggett, he's done it with the ball and the bat.
Yeah, he's had a good game. He's definitely in line for the MVP award.
It's definitely at this stage. It's a big wicket there for the Dragons. What the Gorillas got left.
And now you'd sort of say that the Dragons put their snouts back in front.
You would say that. Looks like Max. Who we got coming in now?
Wait for him to turn around and reveal his number. Number 15 is coming to the wicket.
15 is Umar Ahmed.
Umar Ahmed needs to play an innings here. You give him a few balls, he can get a few siders, but you wouldn't want to take more than 1 or 2 or 3, would you, at this stage?
Just got to make sure that if you can't, just got to score.
Yeah.
Take singles. Then you hit the boundary. Yeah?
The field's well spread. Here comes Doggett. Oh, he's nearly hit that to mid-wicket again.
Look on the onside.
That's a good shot, though. Oh. Nice work by the keeper there to block the throw that landed at his feet. He runs his inner through his flowing hair. What's Max going to do here? Yonakawa Lind is on 9 off 8, which has been a good start. Fine leg, looks to be creeping back to the fence. Forward square leg on the fence and mid on. Oh, he's got a hold of it, but it's gone straight to mid on and out.
Gee.
Not sure if that was the best option for young Max.
Dragons hitting back.
He certainly thinks so as he walks off, but that's an important wicket. That could be game turning or game defining.
Yes, big wicket. Look on the replay. Nice catch.
And
Gorillas lose their 4th wicket, 78.
again, two wickets in quick succession, and the
Yes.
2 set batsmen are gone. So that makes it harder for the Gorillas. Well, we've got a break in play. The Turtles have moved to 2 for 94 off 15, so that was a good over of 10 runs, the last one. And they require 49 runs in 4.5 overs with 8 wickets in hand. So that's evenly poised over on ground number 2. And Yuki Ozeki is 6 off 11 and Kazumasa Hiratsuka is 11 off 16. The openers in that game, Niha Palmer got 43 off 47 and Kiefer Yamamoto Lake made 9 off 17. Good to see Palmer back amongst the runs. And back to the game we're commentating on here. The new batsman is...
Just waiting for update on the scores.
Okajima, a left-hander. Stands poised, ready for Doggett to run in.
Doggett's on fire.
Oh, is he? Oh, I thought there was a bit of a nick on that. I'm hearing things in my old age. That was a good ball. He's got the field set on the offside, most of his fielders, and that's where he sort of bowled it there.
I'm calling it 12.4 overs in. Doggett's match MVP.
That's it.
3 for 5.
Put down your glasses.
46 and 3 for 5.
Yeah, that'll do. Unless,
Oh, magnificently.
and even if Kazuma,
Nice single.
Kato Stafford came on at the end and cleaned up the tail, the game's already been won. You know, Doggett set up the match here. Unless he took it a 5 or something.
It's like 6 for.
Yeah. But other than that, put down your glasses. Big call from Toddy here. The MVP a long way from home. And I'm sure you've got stories of calling the winner of a horse race a long way from home and it doesn't end up the way you want it to. In comes Doggett again to Umar. Oh, he's edged that. It's going over gully to halfway the fence. They've come back for the second. Good running. He looked to be a bit reluctant at first, Umar Ahmed, but he did get back for the second. They're pushed by his partner. That was very good. That's 3 for 6, 3 for 8.
Score or lose on to. Is that over?
The umpire hasn't called over. Maybe there was a wide in there or something.
Alright. An extra ball.
Oh, that's well bowled. I think he might have run his fingers across that and took the pace off it.
Right over by Doggett's.
Yeah, if you were Doggett now, you would definitely just be walking to the top of your mark for the next over, wouldn't you?
Yeah, probably get a bit of swagger going.
Yeah.
Good. No, pretty good. Going on.
Yeah.
How you going?
Yeah, you would just swagger your way up to the bowling. you wouldn't even look at the captain. Up to your mark. What are we going to have at this end of the field? New bowler by the looks of it. The bowler's name is Eric Harrison.
Who've seen Eric bowl?
Didn't he bowl in the match this morning?
I'm not sure.
Let me check that out. Yeah, Eric Harrison bowled 2 overs,
Left arm
none for 10.
or right arm?
Right arm.
Right arm.
He's got a long run up.
Oh, he's confident. He's gone up. No.
No, I think it was.
Well, no. What's happened there? He's not calling him wide.
Must have come off the thigh pad or the hip, I think. There wasn't that much enthusiasm apart from the bowler.
Interesting decision.
Yeah, it's a bit too far away for me to see what it hit. Oh,
Fine leg, well fielded.
Refused the run. You'd sort of think they've got to take every run on offer now. But young Umar was firmly entrenched behind the crease line. He wasn't going anywhere. This is a good start by Harrison. He's a bit leg stump line, but he hasn't gone for any runs, so you can't complain about that. The field on the leg side is not on the boundary. They're quite close in. They're only about 40 metres from the bat, which is an interesting choice. They obviously know something about this batsman.
Still be going, trying to play with cover drive. Probably the right shot, given you can get it over the short cover to the 4, bowling around the wicket, or step into it and
I think if you
try to find a gap on the leg side.
It's a he's got his field set for the legs. I'm not sure. I'm a bit confused. He's bowling wide outside off. The keeper throws the ball in the air. I'm not sure what the celebration. He might have just been happy with the way he gloved it.
Just be excited.
Yeah, and that's fair enough too.
Why not? Why wouldn't you be? Beautiful Sano.
Yeah,
Nice Saturday afternoon cricket.
the shadows are starting to lengthen.
And the Dragons get their first win.
You'd say they're in the box seat now.
Yes, it's going quite well. But if the Gorillas can get a good over here, see if they can get a 20 or a 15 back in the game. Oh, wow. Nice dot ball.
Round number 2, the Turtles need 30 runs in 3 overs with 8 wickets in hand. So they've got the bats in the shed. They need a good over to get them going. And here we have the Gorillas have sort of stalled. The run rate's up to 10.22. So that's a big ask from here, I think. Oh, he's inside edge that, but he'll take a single to square leg where the fielder runs around and throws the ball back to the keeper. And that is the over from Harrison that went for 1 run. That's a good over in anyone's book.
Great over.
Now, surely Doggett gets another over here. No, they've...
How many overs to go?
Oh, they've taken him off. I'll have to have a word to young Doggett after this and say, mate, you need to get to your bowling mark. There are 6 overs to go with 62 required.
10 and over.
10 and over. And Manav Natarajan's been brought back into the attack. So the left-hander on strike, you'd think this is it. There's no mid-on. Hang on, they've got some confused fielders. There's a square leg halfway to the fence, or just outside the 30-yard circle, and a mid-wicket. And now mid-on's going back, and there's no mid-wicket at all inside the circle.
Big gap there though.
Yeah,
Gee, you'd be trying to hit it there, wouldn't you, surely?
you have to.
Oh, he's bowled leg side. Oh, he's missed out there. Wide?
Gee, that's a 4 asking to be hit. That's a wide. Of course, a wide is good, but a little bit of bat on that, and that's racing to the fence. And sometimes players can try and overhit that leg side shot. Oh, that's a good ball. Oh, look out! There's a 2-step from both batsmen. And the ball's pushed down to mid-off for a single. This is very good bowling from Natarajan and the Dragons here, who seem to be 1 wicket away, you'd think, from definitely securing victory. But if they keep bowling overs for 3 or 4 runs, they'll secure it as well.
Yeah, a big over here for the Gorillas. And somehow manufacture a couple boundaries.
Young Umar Ahmed, this is his chance to shine. It's sort of, he needs to clear the fence or at least hit the fence.
So gap over short mid wicket. 45 there.
Yeah. And there's also a gap that could over short cover there.
Yeah, one.
Yeah, there's one there. Unfortunately, the singles are not going to add up to enough for the Gorillas here, who are 4 for 83 or 14.2, and the run rate required is well over 10 as we speak. Now, square legs going back to the 3/4 to the fence. And that's a wicket. Square leg was irrelevant in that dismissal. Has he bowled him? Yep, middle stumps tilted back. Some casual high fives from the Dragons, who seem to think they've got the game
Look on the
wrapped up.
replay. Ah, yes.
He's
Not
gone
for the sweep.
way across his stumps and just taken middle stump.
Big 6 on ground too for the Turtles. Over the fence.
Really? They must be a chance. Let's have a look at the score.
Just an update here on ground. The Gorillas are 84 for 5. Target of 143. Ahmed not out 3. Natarajan picks up his 2nd wicket. He's got 2 for 10.
We'll look at the round number 2. The Turtles have scored 13 off the 18th over to go to 2 for 126 off 18. So they require 17 in 2 overs with 8 wickets in hand. You'd almost say the Turtles have put their necks in front. But do the Vipers have any venom left in the last 2 overs?
The Viper grabbed hold of the turtle sticking out his neck.
Well, that's the thing. If the turtle sticks his neck out, they're opening themselves up to be bitten.
They get a wicket.
But if they get a wicket, they go back into their shell. And it's hard for the Viper to get hold of them. Here we go. The batsman has come to the wicket, thankfully, because this commentary is wandering off on a different course. That's... Oh, he's head-butted it over the lot. No, it hasn't gone for 4.
Wow, drop catch on ground
So
too.
we're commentating on the other game here from a long way away. That could be costly.
Back to ground 1.
And who has wandered out to bat here?
Just waiting for our update here.
Update here. Natarajan rolls into bowl. He's a bit short. Oh, he's got away with one there.
Number 6.
The umpire must have come off the flight pad.
Kieran Hollow.
Oh yes, who bowled reasonably well today as well. The young man needs to have a big performance here. Oh, he's moved the back foot, but that's all right. That's a good ball from Natarajan. That's a really good over. As I said, if I would have continued to bowl dogged, or if I was dogged, I would have just grabbed the ball. But that was a good change from the captain, Kato Stafford, who's, all the young boys have done a good job here today.
Yeah, it's been really good cricket today.
It's
really
not
impressive.
easy to captain T20. You notice the umpire's doing his own shoelace up there, and he's 65.
I was just tuning into the stream. There's been a few issues today. Nick's not very happy with the tying up a shoelace situation where people keep tying them up for each other. He thinks it's on yourself to tie your own shoelace. I said, well, if I was playing and the batsman needed his shoelace tied, I'd tie it. But he wasn't very happy with it, but that's okay.
Oh, not that I'm unhappy with it. I just think you can tie your own shoe. If you're old enough to play cricket, you can tie your own shoes.
Delay here on ground 1. I'm not sure.
Might be confusion about how many overs or something's been bowled. There's a few umpires waving and wandering. It's on for young and old on ground number 2. Huge swing of the bat. I can't see who's batting, but didn't connect. And we're slowly getting in position. Now the keeper's throwing the helmet off again.
Oh, hurry up, it's going to be dark soon.
Yeah, might have to take me sunglasses off in a minute. So the 11 off 1.2 overs over there on ground number 2. The Turtles have scampered through for 2 here. So they need 9 off 7 with 8 wickets in hand.
The dot balls would be nice. Coming back here to ground 1, we've got Eric Harrison resuming. Oh, bowled.
What a nice full ball, and Umar can really only hit that down to mid-off. There wasn't much he could do.
No, well bowled.
Oh, that nearly. Harrison's getting back to his mark now. Although I can't see any bowling marks out there. Where have they gone today?
They did them with spray paint this morning, the boys. They marked all their runs with the spray cans.
I hope so.
Before the start of the game. Oh, nice
I
bit of
saw-
swing there. Well bowled.
There's nothing worse as a groundskeeper when these bowlers with their spikes rip the hell out of the ground.
Drives you insane.
And surely one little mark would be enough, wouldn't it?
Yeah, you'd think so.
Yeah.
But digging like a divot out of the ground. What's that on ground 2? It's 8 to win off the last over.
If I got stuck in that divot on the way in, I wouldn't get out.
Yeah, either. Probably fall in it.
Yeah. Here we go. Harrison's coming in. Steaming in. Oh, he's bowled. It's probably going down leg side. Oh, is he giving it out?
Even
No.
him.
Chris Bain has had a good look. We're not directly behind the bowler. Oh no, that is pretty close. Yeah.
He walked a long way across.
Yeah,
I
I
think
have
it's
to
a good
say,
decision.
Chris Bain.
Yeah, well, yeah, great decision. Bang into leg stump.
From our vantage point, we're a bit sort of towards mid-off. It looked like it was going down leg, but yeah, he wandered right in front of his stumps.
7 off 5 over on ground 2. Spinner bowling the last over. Who we got there bowling over there?
We're
We've got
a little bit behind here. We're still four and a half overs to go, and they're into the last over. Spinner on the last. Oh, is it up in the air?
got him! Big finish over on ground 2. You go Tanny Kelly. The last over, he picks up his first wicket. It's only his second over of the innings, and they've given him the ball for the last.
Yeah, mate.
Big finish coming up.
It's always a risk to bowl the spinner in the last over.
7 off 3. Back here on
Okay,
ground 1.
we've got
New batsman,
new batsman is Kamal Hassan.
Marsan. See if he can get himself some runs.
He needs to cover himself in glory here with a few overs of 12 and over. Oh, he's got one. That's a start. Mid off.
Off the bowling here of young Harrison. I think he bowls quite good.
Yeah,
Nice and straight.
he's definitely bowled the stumps. I think, you know, if you were coaching these boys and giving advice about tomorrow's game, I definitely would say you got to bowl stump to stump.
Bowling's been quite good today.
Yeah, it has.
Pace bowls.
Yeah, Dougal was saying earlier, the coach of the Japanese men's team, that this tournament has a lot of bowler-heavy teams. There's some good batsmen, of course, but always bowled that full-on
nice
leg
shot.
stump, but it'll be cut off by Kato Stafford out there, the skipper. Lets it rip to the bowler's end. Oh, nearly collects the batsman, but everyone's safe.
7 off 3. Oh,
Good fielding out there in the deep on ground number 2.
6 off 2.
We
Is there super
the
over?
Gorillas have slipped to 6 for 88 here, and need something to happen very, very quickly. Harrison's bowled
bowled.
another good ball. He's been full, which that length where it's really hard to get away.
Last ball on the other ground. Ground 2. 4 to win off the last ball. Bowls. Hits.
Oh,
Hits.
It's gone for 6. Look out, he's thrown his bat a mile in the air. Look out, the turtles have come from everywhere. The fastest turtles I've ever seen.
Oh my goodness.
That's the way to win a cricket game, Todd.
Wow, big finish.
There's a few heads turned on the ground we're on to see what's going on over
That was
there.
a mutsa. He hit a suka. Big 6. He gets 42 off 32. 47 off 32. Turtles win.
That's a good win. Slow and steady wins the race.
Threw the bat up in the air. Bit of theatre.
We got Jake Kusadanan coming back into the attack here. So the spin has worked for the Dragons today.
It has, definitely.
And still the captain hasn't bowled an over, which, you know, he'd be quite happy with that. To be able, maybe he was going to bowl if it was necessary. We don't know if he's resting because of workloads or whatever, but to have your team's best bowler not bowl is a good result.
Yeah, it just shows the talent in all these squads with the ball. Everyone.
Yeah, they do. Every team's got at least 6 or 7 guys who are capable of bowling.
55 off 24.
Because of the nanny. Oh, it's gone straight through his hands. I think that was a chance. We'll have to ask him after play.
We'll just say, I think it was.
We'll say it was a chance. We'll tell him it was a chance, will we?
Knock a single down.
Yep.
54 off 23. Bowls. Oh, well bowled.
Oh, that's a good ball. He's bowled well all day, this young fella.
He has bowled well.
All the leg spinners we've watched today have been good.
They all bowled really good.
Yeah, Palmer was good.
Line and length.
And they've
Very
not been
impressive.
afraid to look out. Umar's hit one out to mid-on, but it's not going to make the distance. He might get one. They've all thrown the ball up on occasion too. Like they've not been afraid to give it a bit of air.
Yeah, it just hasn't been flat into the deck. It's been toss it up.
Mm.
You know, it's been very impressive. Good to see.
Oh, that's another good ball. Fielder gets
Oh,
across
Fielder.
as a run out. No, they didn't go. That's very well fielded. It cover by Doggett, the man of the match.
The MVP.
We're giving it to him anyway. We don't.
I'll just say, I called it 12.
Yeah, he did call it. We
Ooh,
have
bit of
nothing to
bounce.
do with it at all, but we've decided that he's the man of the match.
Bit of bounce there.
And is it man of the match now or is it MVP?
MVP.
MVP is the new terminology.
MVP.
Oh, he's thrown that up
Banger.
and hit it straight to the fielder at leg.
Nice shot.
For one, that's a good shot for one. By Umar Ahmed.
And the Gorillas are 92 for 6.
Ahmed moves to 7 off 9. Hassan is 3 off 4. The target of 143 looks a long way away at the moment. What a win by the Turtles, eh?
Big win.
You know, that's only the second time I've ever seen a 6 to win live. My brother-in-law did it one day back in Bushfield. Rodney Sell. Hello, Rodney. You're probably not listening. A long time ago. But it's not something you see every day, is it? I mean, he didn't need a 6, but he hit a 6 to win.
No,
I'm giving him
great
6.
finish. Magnificent.
And Manav Natarajan is on from the school end now, who he bowled earlier from the mountain end. I forget the name of the mountain, but Toddy knows it well.
Mount Karasawa.
Mount Karasawa, which is looking beautiful above the ground.
A shot. Just be
The
one.
fielder gets across and saves a couple. Well done.
Ground fielding today's been quite exceptional.
Yeah. There's always going to be the odd misfield, but, you know, it's been good. And, you know, we mentioned earlier the boys must be tired. It's a hot day and they've all had a busy schedule recently. And some have travelled from a long way, which is something that is necessary in Japanese cricket. The Gorillas move on to 6 for 93 off 17.2. So 6 for 94. And Umar is on strike to Manav Natarajan, who comes in, drops it short,
Oh,
but it's
Bowled him.
bowled him. Not much reaction. The ball is just sat at the base of the stumps. There's a couple of dragons running in, but they don't seem to have much fire left in their belly.
I think everyone's just had enough.
Yeah.
2 overs to go.
Yeah.
They're hot. They're bothered.
Yeah.
Just want to go and have a shower, relax. Well bowled though.
Yeah,
Picked
probably a
up his
little bit
third
shorter
wicket.
than what he wanted
A
it,
little
but a
bit
wicket's a
short,
wicket.
3rd wicket. 12 runs.
Yeah.
Good effort.
Yeah, no, he's bowled well. The batsman reluctantly makes his way to the crease. Who is the new batsman? We'll have to wait and see his number as he walks out. Get a view on it yet. But Ahmad was out for... Hang on, we're waiting for the scoreboard to refresh here. That's Ahmad was out for... 9 off 12 bowled by Natarajan. And the new batsman is Mickey Wall. Mid-off comes inside the circle. Captain moves to short fine leg. There's 3 guys on the boundary, mid-on, mid-wicket and square leg. But square leg and mid-wicket are very close together. They have been all day. That must be a planned thing.
Yeah, it seems that way.
I'll have to ask Dougal about
Sure
that.
again.
That's gone straight to short cover. Another good position that's been busy all day. He gives that a bit of air. That's a really good ball. Almost brought him his 4th wicket. Not far away from the short cover fielder at all. Oh, look out the run. There's a
run
bit of
out.
trouble here.
Oh,
Nice
safe.
fielding. I think some of these young boys might need to start calling instead of just taking steps down the wicket.
Yeah,
Seems
I've
to be
noticed
some
there's been
confusion.
There's been a few bit of miscommunication between runners and wickets in both games.
Yeah,
today.
yeah. And that's the end of the over. 7 for 94 off 18. The Gorillas are in a big hole here. The Dragons are well on top. The required run rate is 24.5. That's a lot.
So
24.5 required per over as Jake Kusadanan bowls his last over, and it's pushed to mid off. The runner again has taken off. This is going to be out by a mile.
Boy,
Yeah, that's
that's
we
unfortunate.
talked about that after the last ball. I didn't hear a yes call or a no call or
Well,
any
the
call.
batsman just took off.
Yeah, and he's saying sorry. If his teammate has given him a glove touch on the way past.
It's like it's alright, mate.
Yeah.
It's 8 for,
I'm
nine,
not
for
sure
94.
if I'd be so touchy-feely if you just run me outside. I might
Be a bit upset, but
I'd
94 for 8.
take a wide berth. And the last batsman, oh no, no, 94 for 8. Sorry, I'm getting it.
New batsman is Masato.
I thought the leg spinner, he bowled quite well earlier in the game.
He did bowl well.
KB wanders into position there at point as a square leg umpire. This game is slowly drawing to a close. Oh, look out. Another one.
Oh,
He's taken
no.
off. You got a call,
Oh,
and
bad
oh,
throw.
luckily it's a bad throw. Again, I mean, my ears might be deceiving you, but I can't hear any yes or no's out there.
A bit quiet out there, isn't it?
Yeah. In comes Kusadanan again. The batsman plays
Nice
a
shot.
nice shot down the ground to mid-off, who runs in and whips the ball back to the keeper. That's a Oh, he's lucky that didn't hit the stumps. Even the Dragons seem to have just put themselves on cruise control here. Well, that's a good ball, but it's going to fall safe. And it's a good shot for one. A little chip over into the circle at mid-off. They move to 8 for 96. Ball outside leg stump, a good sweep, a misfield, and they'll get one. Again, both batsmen just sort of ran without calling. That was hit quite hard to young Ridsvik there at short fine leg, but he'd probably one he'd like to have again and get his hands on it. He's got the edge or something. There was a couple of appeals.
Thought he might have hit it.
Yeah, not sure what happened there. The bowler definitely didn't react. The keeper had a bit of a shout. And we move into
the last over.
The last over of the day. And what's been a good day of cricket here at Sano International Cricket Ground. Here we go. Duncan Harrison for the last over of the match.
That'd be your son Eric.
Oh, right. That's right.
Oh, bangs it in.
And it's come off the...
High on the bat.
High on the bat off the splice.
Get one.
Good return there to the keeper. Yeah, Harrison, he's not a tall kid, but he's, you know, he gets it there. Gets a bit of bounce.
Oh, pretty impressive. He's bowled pretty well, right?
Yeah.
I think everyone's bowled well today, actually.
Yeah. Kanuma hit a couple of boundaries before the game's over here. Sorry, not Uma.
Big gap over cover if you can get one out that wide. Nice little chip shot for one. Musselter will come back for two. It's very fast.
Let's throw it to the... No, you're not, yeah, that's fair. Well ran. The two fielders give each other a high five here at mid-off and mid-on. You can hear the birds chirping here. The sun's going down or gone. It's quite dark. Oh, no run there. Well fielded. Ball back to the bowler. Harrison at the top of his mark. Starts his run up in towards the umpire. Cruises past Chris Bain.
Ooh, full banger.
Bowled a bit of a juicy full banger that the batsman has missed, and Chris Bain reluctantly waves his arms again. But he's compelled to do so. Harrison's got the ball in his hands, flicking it. Starts his run up, cruises in past Chris Bain again. Oh, he's bowled the same ball again, and the keeper can't get a hold of this, and they'll probably get two, although the batsman's not real keen, and they settle for one. Young Kamal Hassan was quite happy just to get one, which brings Harrison rolls in again, past the wicket, drops it short. It's gone up in the air, but there's no one there. Oh no, just short of the fielder. Natarajan runs in and throws the ball back. .39 runs required off 2 balls here. Harrison comes in. He's bowled another wide full toss, and he had bowled with really good control up until now. But the last few balls he's sprayed it a little bit. But I think his team's got enough runs in the bank with 38 required off 2 balls. Comes in for the second last ball again, and that's a better ball. It's hit down to mid-on, and the fielder will come in and easily throw back to the bowler, who says, "No, I'm not having any of that. I don't want to get a broken finger at this late stage of the game. Let's it go to someone else." So there's 1 ball to go here at SICG. It's been a great day of cricket for the Futures League tournament here in Japan. We've seen some good scores, some very good bowling, some good catches, good cricket. Harrison comes in, starts his run up, cruises past the umpire, and bowls a full bunger that goes for 4 by the looks of it. Yeah, the fielder gives chase, but he won't get it. And Chris Bain wafts the air, signals 4, and that is that. The Dragons winning comprehensively by 33 runs over the Gorillas. The players shake hands, and that's all from us here at SICG today, and we'll be back here for the start of play tomorrow at 10:30 a.m. Japanese Standard Time. Thank you very much. Thanks, Todd. Good night.